Hi guys, welcome to the Kenya Somali League Games. That is the finale, day 2. It's your host, Vichi Gaming. For those that have been telling, I'm going to put my face cam on. It is finally on, and for tonight, we're going to have again 5 games just like yesterday. Of course, we have a team like DNS that has already led with a good amount of points. They're leading. We have seen that one of their players, that is CR7, is already the MVP, and we're expecting to see more coming from that team. Of course, yesterday we had to acknowledge that they did their best. They were basically doing a slow game, but at the end of the day, it did pay out, and we had DNS taking the win at least one game, and that did boost them. Even though for a game there was one game that we saw they had a little bit of a problem there. They lost early, but they did catch up. They got their winner chicken dinner. And now that we are in day 2, of course, we're going to expect good play coming from you guys. And I am going to be here casting and enjoying the games. 5 games. For game number 1, of course, we do know it's Erangel. And for you guys, all I can say is I wish you the best. Always on the line, and we are expecting nothing but beautiful plays coming from you. We have in match 1 Erangel, followed by Miramar, Sunhawk, Erangel, then Miramar. 5 matches for the night. It's not going to be an easy night for sure for some of you, especially for the people who have not yet become familiar with the lobbies. But once you do, I'm sure it's going to become easier by the minute. Other than that, just make sure you do the necessary. Make sure you like the live stream, comment there in the comment section, interact with me, share the live stream link, and let's enjoy game 1, and that is Erangel. Let's go. All right, let's see what we have here for game 1 being Erangel. Of course, I'm expecting players to try and catch up. There are some teams that, to be honest, have been slacking. We had a team like Team Execute. They did play very well. For the first 3 games, they did not. They did not get a good amount of points. But then for game 4 and game 5, they did catch up, and we had them coming at least to position 8 at the end of the night. And this being game 1 of the night, that is Erangel. You can see the flight path coming from Milta Power all the way to Primosk. We usually have a team going to Novo military base. We know the expected location for most teams. We know where they land, and where we're going to expect some early fights. For the Kenya Somali League games, we have had people engaging in fights quite early. I don't know why. Maybe it's their strategy to maybe get some kills and then play it safe till the end of the day. So let's just give it time and see what we're going to have happening here for game 1. A big shout out to the Somali organization for joining with the Kenyan organization and putting up this league, the Kenya Somali League Games, and for GPE for giving us this beautiful production. I don't want to jinx and say maybe the team I'm expecting to win again is jinx for game 1, just like yesterday. I'm just going to avoid that. For the people that say that, well, there is a caster's cast or something like that. When you shout out a team, they end up losing that game. I did that a lot for Masna Union yesterday, and then we ended up having them going back to lobby, not putting up a good amount of fight. So it was quite unfortunate there. But we have 18 teams in the lobby. We're expecting to see a good amount of fights happening here and there. A good amount of teams are not yet even in zone. The zone did surprisingly go away from the flight path, leaving a lot of teams outside. Not everyone was in the zone. And for the teams that I saw yesterday losing to the zone, man, it was not a good thing to see. But I'm hoping tonight we don't see the same scenario. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit better for these teams, but let's just wait and see. I don't want to predict anything. As of now, we have here Team Unlimited from yesterday's games. They did not really do as expected. They did not get their wins. We know LTD is a very strong team, but yesterday they did not really live to that expectation. But probably they have re-strategized. We have put in their commander, Noti, and Mkali. They did recruit Mkali. I was asking which Mkali. I don't know if it's the Mkali Ule Mkali Mkali. But yes, Mkali was recruited there. We have DNS engaging in a fight against Jinx, two teams that yesterday got their winner, chicken dinners, and they're the first teams to engage in a fight this early. We have a second knock there. Luxie is down. Of course, they're going to thrust there. We have at least three players from Jinx having knocked and taken back to lobby immediately, leaving just, I believe, one guy from Jinx, and that is Mr. M. The guy's retreating, doesn't want anything to do uh, with engaging in this fight as of now, and it's going to be quite an interesting night for teams that have not yet gotten their wins as of yesterday. But remember, $500 on the line, you need to work towards it. If you do not and you miss it, well, probably there'll be a next time. I'm not sure about that. But for your sake, we are hoping that there's a next time for your team. We have here the Guns Elite, and right in front of them we have the Chosen. The team from the Chosen is right in front of them. You can see GST coming open field. Quite an unfortunate scenario for them, because if he's spotted coming open field, the guy might just be taken back to lobby without even enjoying the game, without us even getting to see what GST can do for us. But let's give it time. Zone is about to shift. Players are about to engage in fights. GST waiting there in the open field, waiting for the chosen. Of course, things are going to get tricky here for GST. When they were playing for the semi-finals, GST did catch up a lot. They did put up a good amount of effort, and you can see them in the finals here. That's not an easy thing to have happening in the game. For people that have not even been around, GST have not been playing for a while, and now that they're here, they did prove that they can do better even without enough practice. So they just need some time. We're going to give GST the time that they need. Deadly Clan passing by. We have Voke, Dead, Mist, and Arnie, the Deadly team. Usually the same players over and over. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. Deadly Voke here, spotting one of the players from GST. We have a push, beautiful spray from Voke. Not good damage yet, but they do know that GST players are right in front of them, and if they have grenades, we may just have perfect nades landing on these players. But let's see how this plays out there. Deadly players passing by. Let's see. Let's give them their time that they need. Deadly bouquet, waiting patiently. For those who are asking some questions there in the comment section, I sent you the link in your group and I said something there beneath it. Shouldn't have taken it. Deadly bouquet still trying to get some damage there on GST. You can see Deadly player trying to scout out the place. And we want to see what's going to happen. GST Cones gets knocked there. GST's, what is happening to GST? Second knock using the same vehicle strategy from Deadly. They're not even using any gunpowder at this point. Deadly taking GST players, taking them back to lobby. You can see GST Fox being the player that is safe for now, but if they spot him, he might face the same fate as his teammate there, GSTTZ, and the rest that have already been taken back to lobby. So GG's on that. Uh, we want to see what is happening here. Yes, Kenya x Somali. Of course, this is the Kenya Somali League games. For now, we can see Somali is leading. The margin is quite big. You can see the teams from Somali have taken up, I believe, the top slots. But let's give it time. Let's give it time. People are still adjusting to the lobbies. They're trying to understand how the lobbies work for this Kenya Somali League games. Jinx is right here. We had both Jinx taking wins yesterday. We have Jinx and also Secret Jean. Both the teams got their wins yesterday. We can see TYC players passing around. TYC Butcher doing a little bit of scouting here for his team. So let's see how this is going to work out for TYC. I don't know about TYC. They have yesterday they were saying that it was not their best play. So for tonight, they need to redeem themselves and show us what they can do. Focus Esports here, the invite team from Somalia. Yesterday got at least one chicken dinner after having the same as Team Execute. After having at least three games that were not working out for them, but they did catch up in game 5. They did catch up and their points were there. So GG's on that. You can see DNS in Severny. How did DNS get to Severny? I left them taking down the players that were just right next to them. That is Jinx. but seems like they did retreat. They did not get the last player from Jinx, and that is totally okay. Seeing that they had already the player had already retreated, going further away from the players from DNS. We have attack on Titans, another strong team. With how they've been playing, they have a player there called Gure. We've seen his play before. He tends to try and get at least a good amount of wipes on his team, so that's something they need to tap on. If you see you've knocked, okay, you won't know you've knocked him, but if you get to knock a player like Gure, my advice, go for that fast. When he's revived, it's a fight that probably will not go as planned. TYC players are passing by there and have been spotted. We have a knock there. Player from TYC has been knocked, and we can see a fast almost being taken by the players from DNS now. Venom trying to get the bag here to probably get a push happening there. The players from TYC who are just right next to them there in shooting range. There's usually a tunnel there that TYC is currently holding, and probably we're going to see them getting pushed, and that is not a nice place to be pushed. Either you're good at it and you might survive there, but otherwise, nah, it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does if you can manage it, but most of the time it doesn't. The zone is not shifting. We're still going back to the northern side of Erangel. It is still closing in, going towards Varney. Teams like Ocean Stars, teams like TS, Team Sicarios, those teams are far away from the zone. They need to get towards the zone so that we can have something happening there from their side. Attack on Titans getting a kill on Ocean Stars player Sasuke, taking him back to lobby immediately, and we have DNS finally going for that push on TYC. A nade getting cooked. Whoa. Let's see. This is going to be an interesting fight to watch from TYC and DNS. We're going to see something happening here sooner or later. Either DNS gets knocked or a TYC player gets knocked. But let's wait and see. DNS really trying to figure out how they're going to get this push here on the players from TYC before other teams can catch up. TYC is in a safe place as of now. They're inside a hole. The zone is coming to Sevarni. Sevarni doesn't have a lot of places to hold, to be honest, unless you're in Sevarni itself or the buildings just on the right side where we have TYC. But other than that, you might have a problem if the zone comes to Sevarni and you do not have a building or a compound you can just hold. But let's give it time. Let me not predict how it's going to play out unless we see the other teams joining this fight as it happens. So let's just give it the time that it needs. Dark Knight Stalkers, the team that is leading from yesterday's games, they did get a good amount of points, around 55. And we had teams following 65, 55. Let me just confirm that for a second. But they did catch up very, very well. So I'm guessing that's something that they can do easily without losing their points, maybe 1 or 2 points. But for how we have seen DNS playing from the word go, they have been doing a good job. You can see they got 65 points as of yesterday's games. They played all 5 matches, got their 65 points. And then the team that is just right next to them is Secret Gene, and they're not that far. 57 points, with then Blacklist following them at third with 55. You can see the margin is not that big, and some teams might actually catch up and take the slot there for position 1, 2, or 3. But let's see how this plays out. DNF Focus and the Chosen. Oh, how we want to see this. Chosen getting damaged there. Unique has it to retreat, but the players there from Focus are really taking up that fight. Good damage there. We have Unique there getting knock. Abdallah trying to get closer. We have another knock taking place. Shotgun is out. Shotgun players have not been disappointing, and that's something I believe will be seen by Yo. She has been silenced. The Chosen have been taken back to lobby, but we have Focus Esports getting third party by DNS, and they're aware that DNS is around, and you can see how they're moving, how they're taking their turns, and how they want to do this. But DNS finally getting closer, and we have unlocked their beautiful CR7 MVP as of yesterday's games. Had 18 eliminations, and he is still getting those points going up. What a beautiful thing to see from DNS. Look at that beautiful spray, CR7. Well, Ronaldo doesn't disappoint, you know. So let's give it to him. He is doing a good job. Focus King is down. TYC is just getting there. Oh, TYC is engaging against LTD. That means there's something also happening on that side. But Focus Esports has lost two players, two of them remaining. TYC having their players getting knocked. LTD getting closer. TYC player has been knocked commander with the S1. Oh, shotguns. Oh, I'm there for the shotguns, by the way. Anything to do with shotguns, you will find me there. Coaster gets revived again. Nades are still flying in. TYC is under pressure right now. They need to revive before the players from LTD. Because that they want to get that push there on the TYC players. So what is about to happen? Many teams are about to lose their players as the games begin. But let's go. TYC Butcher getting two knocks. LTD Commander. LTD putting down. TYC Smith trying to get a task there. Beautiful nade from LTD Naughty getting at least two players. TYC Smith and TYC Butcher. Another nade getting cooked. We have a wipe on TYC. TYC Costa has now to catch up and try and maybe survive for his team. Two knocks down. LTD putting in the pressure. Nades flying in from both sides. TYC and LTD, they're trying to get the push here. LTD has just lost their opportunity to take a TYC team back to lobby. That is quite unfortunate. Another nade? What is Naughty on? Damn. He cooks up another nade. Okay, Costa trying to, get some cover happening here for his team. But you have seen what just happened there from LTD Naughty. Another nade getting cooked. Butcher might be. Oh, look at Butcher's HP. Naughty, how many grenades did he carry? He still has three more in his bag. How many grenades did Naughty have? Because what? He has been throwing nades from the word go from the beginning, from the time they got towards TYC. That was really, really, really good. But let's see how this plays out. We're going to have a lot of things are happening here. So LTD players are now retreating. They do not want to engage in this yet, but Naughty, being naughty, blocking TIC from leaving this tunnel. In case the zone shifts, then TYC will be officially cooked. But as of now, they are safe. They are in zone. TYC Smith cooking up another nade. Is it a Kobe? Nah, but LTD, the pressure there. TYC players getting closer. Zone closing in on TYC. What? How are we seeing the zone on T? Oh, it's closing in. Team Unlimited, TYC. They need to go. The nades are still flying there from TYC going towards LTD. And you have Hate and Jinx also in a fight. Oh wow, this is just game one. We have lost a good amount of players and not teams. We've lost players with fights happening back to back, but we have not actually lost a full team yet. Hate Esports having their losing some teammates on to Jinx. We can see Team Execute here waiting patiently for a fight to happen. It is not happening yet. They're still safe and probably might be safe for a while with how everyone else is split throughout the map. For Team Execute, they are safe and they're doing a good job keeping their places secure. We can see Jinx are there. Oh, there we go. Hate Esports. They were here with Jinx, and you've seen what has just happened. And then Team Hate has been taken back to lobby. Secret Jean taking that wipe there on the players from Hate. We have the Mercenary Union players here. We say Demon King is just a young talent on their team, and you can see DNS. Team Execute in a fight. One of the players, Skr, is already down. The cover is trying to be put here. They do not want their teammate to get thirsted. The smokes are everywhere. Good play there from Team Execute. Mostly people don't carry smokes. I don't know why, but smokes are the best thing you can do for your team, especially in a competitive scene. Sometimes the zone decides we are going to expose you guys and we are going to be doing it open field. But for this time where we have Execute players like Execute, they're taking their time with the smokes and they are surviving. DNS, they're receiving some good amounts of damage on their vehicle. This might not take them far, but might help them to use it as cover as they engage in a fight. You can see Tycoons Esports has been taken back to lobby. You have Mercenary Union players. Trying to heal up here. We have Demon King. A good damage there. We have Blacklist player gets a knock on Demon King. Mercenary Union loses one player, that is Demon King. And Blacklist wants to get that push. You can see Shu with the push there going towards Mercenary Union. We might see something sooner or later happening between Blacklist and Mercenary Union. Okay, I can see DNS fans are back in the chat. DNS has a good amount of teams, players, and viewers vouching for them, and we have seen them not disappointing at all. Nades flying in, Prison might be Kobe to the face. He changes his location, and look at him taking on DNS. GG's there. Prison, he's only one remaining from his team. Blacklist players are still getting closer. Deadly Esports. Where is Deadly? Deadly are taking up a fight. They've also been wiped. Now that the zone is becoming smaller, you can see if you have smokes, see how many smokes Prison is using here to cover himself from any team that is trying to third party this fight. So let's get it. TYC taking on the players. Oh wow! The vehicle has been exploded and the player there has been taken back to lobby. Quite an interesting thing to see there. Honestly, I don't think they planned on that. What? Sometimes those grenades can be traumatizing. The nades, the vehicle explosions, the mollies, they can do a number on you. Blacklist players getting spotted there by Focus Esports. VIP wanted right next. We have there right next to the tree. And they're safe. If you can see how they're holding that side, they are safe. We can all see Team SICARIOS passing by, and the VIP can definitely put on that pressure on that team. But you can see the sprays. A nade is getting cooked right in front of them. Do we have a Kobe? Team SICARIOS has every angle to take on the player there from VIP right in front of them. But I don't know what is happening because one good grenade can't take this guy down. Look at that Kobe. Oh no, it's not a Kobe. Punisher still cooking up nades, still throwing them towards VIP player. We yet to see a Kobe, but that nade looks good. But we have beautiful spray here from Neymar, getting a decent knock on TS Punisher. Body cooks up another nade. This player from VIP has been giving them a run for their money, trying to see how they're going to survive this at the end of the day. But let's see how this goes out. Mercenary Union players have lost this fight here. Prison last player has been taken back slowly. And now for Team Execute, they have to make it to the zone on time because the zone is closing in. The damage is increasing. People might lose their players to the zone. X-Wife receiving a lot of damage from the zone. And luckily for him, he makes it to the zone on time. Let's see how this goes. A lot is happening, to be honest. Nades are flying in, yet to see any Kobe's. Ex-wife is right in front of where we have the blacklist players. They're really trying to cook up a nade there from for ex-wife. It is landing, but not that close. They are just maybe a meter. I'm guessing. I don't know what that distance is, but they're close to getting a Kobe on ex-wife. And luckily for him, he has a baggie and he is retreating with the same baggie. Rex code. Oh, Rex is in the building. Eh, Rec has played a slow game and now they're finally here in the top five and they're taking their sweet time. This is interesting, but let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this is going to work out for these last teams. Five teams remaining. Rec squad still around. Team execute. VIP with a player there. Blacklist is also around, and I believe Secret Jean or Jinx. I cannot see the JJ clearly, but either one of them is definitely still around. But let's go. Blacklist Emperor there taking his vehicle, trying to make it to the zone. Let's see if this is going to work out for him. With how the zone is shifting, some teams are already in zone break squad as usual. Have occupied a compound and they're not leaving anytime soon. Beautiful knock here from Blacklist Emperor getting ex-wife. Let's go. Team Execute has a couple of players down. They have at least or two players remaining. Skrr has been spotted. Let's go. Let's go. Skrr is down and they're almost getting dusted. Let's see how this works out. This is going to be let's see. Nades. Nades are flying in. Let's go. Okay, let's see how this is going to play out. We're just looking at the players here from Team Execute. They have lost at least three of their players with one guy. Oh, Yo, Secret Gene player with a Kobe getting the last player from Team Execute. That is nice, and they have taken him back to lobby. GG's. Smokes are flying in. We have at least a couple of teams remaining. That is three teams. That is Rex Squad, Blacklist, and Secret Gene. One of the players from Secret Gene remains. Blacklist is a full team. Rec has a duo. The damage there on Jinx Kakus has been able to be taken back slowly by the Blacklist players, and that leaves only two teams remaining. That is Blacklist and Rex Squad. We have a push there. Rex Zeno gets a push going on. Blacklist Emperor is down. Hemo gets a nade thrown towards him. He's almost getting dusted, but you can see Blacklist. Oh, Blacklist does not take in any loss from the Rex squad. That is actually interesting. Rex squad, for the initial time before the zone became smaller and smaller, they had the upper hand. They were the ones dominating, taking a good amount of damage and securing a compound that did help them get at least a good amount of points for their team. But let's get it. So congratulations to you, Blacklist, for getting the winner chicken dinner game one. For yesterday's games, we had Jinx getting the win, but then for tonight, Blacklist have decided for game one they are the ones that are going to get the winner chicken dinner. Unfortunately for you, Rex Squad, you had the upper hand. They were about to get their win there, but it just missed them by a minute. Looking at the team's stats, we have Blacklist GC with 4 eliminations, Armand coming in with 1, Shu with 5, and then we have Emperor there with 3. They have basically helped each other across the team. You can see how Shu there got a good amount of damage, and I believe the most kills for his team. So good stuff there, good teamwork coming from Blacklist. That was a good play, and you guys deserve the win. So let's go. Let's see how this is going to play out for your team. Let's check out the match rank for the previous for this map that we have just finished, and that is Erangel. That team has a total of 23 points. Coming second, we have Secret Gene with 11, tying with Rex Squad and Team Sicarios. That is nice. Team Execute with 8, and then we have the others just coming closer. The margin is basically between 1 to 2 points between the teams. So that's a really good thing coming from these teams. That is game one. We don't have we have some teams with no points, which is unfortunate, but they have 4 more games to catch up. We have our MVP there, Blacklist player Ronaldo with 5 kills and dealing a damage of 763. That is Blacklist Shu, and that's a good play coming from him. He was able to help the team to get their winner chicken dinner. So GG's to you, Shu. I hope your team is going to buy you a bottle of water for that effort. Looking at the head-to-head here right now, we have Blacklist with 13 eliminations, and then Secret Gene having 6 eliminations, and the damage dealt is not even that big between the two teams. The gap is less than 900 points, so they were almost catching up to each other, but unfortunately Gene was left as a solo, and that did not work out for him. Or actually, he would have gotten the winner in a chicken dinner if they had a team, but he was a solo. He went between teams, and then Blacklist took them back to lobby. Most eliminations for this game, we have Blacklist player Shu with 5, highest damage 872, DNSC R7, Grenadier elimination, Jinx Kazus, longest elimination, LTD Kali, and then top traveler we have 2000 meters, Blacklist Emperor. So GG's to you guys. Congratulations on that win again, Blacklist, and for having the team with the highest eliminations. For the second game, we'll be having Miramar, and I'm hoping to see more coming from you guys. For game one, it was interesting, and Blacklist did get their win. I don't know about game two, and I'm hoping that we can have a team getting that win sooner or later if it's not Blacklist. So I have enjoyed game one, and I'll be seeing you guys in game two, Miramar. Be right back. All right, welcome back to game two of the night, and that is Miramar. We just finished game one. That was a run girl. We had the blacklist taking the winner in a chicken dinner on that game. And now that we are going to game two, I'm still wondering where will we see Secret Gene? Where will Jinx be? Focus. Teams that won yesterday's games. DNS. Will they be taking another win tonight, or will we have a new team taking the winner in a chicken dinner for the night? Well, we'll just have to wait till the end so that we can know which team is going to take the win for game two. Make sure if you're already here live, do the usual, and let's go straight to the game. That is Miramar. It's a big map, but for the Kenya Somali League, it has proven to be a small map. Teams tend to take their fights quite early. We have people that will literally land with the team and immediately start the fight without even thinking through as it goes on. But let's see, $500 in the line. Some teams actually want that, and some people are maybe comfortable and okay with not getting the win, but at least gaining some experience for the Kenya Somali League is their goal. Looking at the flight path coming from the north western side of Miramar, going towards the southeastern side, almost next to Puerto Paraiso. Los Leones easy in the flight path. San Martin, Pecado, good places to land. El Pozo is also closer to the flight path. So, of course, I'm hoping that some teams are going to take those places. It's big enough. You can loot in peace and get yourself some good amounts of loot and then engage in a fight. But from what we've seen, that is not the case. And like I had just said, in Miramar, some teams are not even landed. And you can see some people have already been taken back to lobby. Rekinu, they are not and fasted even before the plane landed where it was going, maybe in Dubai. No, but you guys have already taken one player to lobby. That is Rekinudia. That is basically the Kenya Somali League games for you. Miramar is not as big as you might think. It is actually a small map for these teams. Rex Scott right now has a lot to catch up on their team. They have been trying. Honestly, for X Code, you'll notice they don't engage in fights at the beginning of the game. They just wait it out and then wait till they get to the final zone. Then you can now see Rex Code on the kill feed. But other than that, you'll never see them engaging in a fight. But this is now for the first time. Apart from yesterday, also in Miramar, they lost the game early, but they have already lost Rek Kinudia. So I'm wondering what's their plan. And they have DNS right next to them. DNS CR7 MVP as of yesterday's games might just be looking for an MVP overall and get himself $50 for just being the MVP, because there's a prize pool for that. We have GST Cones getting a push there on a player from Team Sicarios. He's trying to get a push there. Good damage from Cones. He was almost getting knocked, by the way, by Buddy. And the guy got his knock there and took the guy immediately back to lobby. So GG's on that. Let's wait and see. We're going to see more happening here. Team Sicarios is trying to get closer to their teammate. You can see them coming in. Mali Boy getting closer. For Mali Boy in the finals, my friend, he has not surprised us like he did in the semis. I don't know why, but probably he will. Let's just give it time. We have one more day tomorrow and more days to come. So let's just give it some time. Let's give it some time and we see how it's going to play out. Thank you, Cloudy. Yeah, you can, support the stream, guys. But anyway, make sure you do the necessary share, like, and subscribe as you enjoy the Kenya Somali League games. GST Cones getting one of the kills from Team Sicarios. The players are getting closer. We are going to have some fight happening here sooner or later. One person makes a mistake and it's GG's for you. TS Spanish are waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake, and we might just see an interesting fight happening there. Either TS taking GST or GST taking TS. It's going to be a 50 kind of situation here for both teams. So let's just wait and see. Kala anasema hajaniona, by the way. Sitashindia hapo. Mrudi nyuma mnione. Thank you. DST are not getting that push. Team Sicarios waiting patiently. They're waiting to see how they're going to get the push happening here on that team that is a GST. So we're just going to wait and see. But unfortunately for Rex Code, we can see them losing their players to DNS. Hmm, I don't think that was part of their strategy. To be honest, I don't think they wanted to lose this early, but that is basically what is happening for their team. Rex Zeno is in lobby, DNS pushing them, taking them back to lobby. They're really, really putting up the pressure for these guys, and we want to see how this is going to play out. Um, we have a lot happening, at least for Miramar. I've never. Usually, I get bored by Miramar when I'm playing, not when I'm casting, because too big. I don't want to waste time looking for players. I don't want that. But when you're playing in a competitive scene, the tension, your hands are sweaty. You cannot even speak in peace because there are some players that prefer a silent games. But I'm the talkative kind of teammate, and I tend to speak a lot. And my teammates mute me sometimes, but I try. Yeah, when you see me in the competitive scene, just know my teammates cannot hear me. They have muted me, man. But it's okay. I'm used to it. I talk to my cats. People think it's not normal, but it is. Team execute, waiting patiently just by the edge of the zone, and there is a team that's getting closer to them there. We can see a team that's coming towards them. And for every other team, there's a team that is coming all the way from outside the zone, from the northwestern side there, close to El Pozo. That team, oh my days, they have to be serious because if you lose your team to the zone, you have some talking to do with your IGL because that does not make sense. You cannot come to a competitive game and not at least want to engage in a fight to get some points for your team, at least some kill points, some position points. But being that far, I don't think that's a good strategy. Team Sicarios finally deciding that this is not something they're going to wait on and have decided to retreat. But then Focus Esports coming closer to where we have GST, and we might see something happening here sooner or later. All all teams about to clamp up. That is Miramar for you. Miramar has a lot of teams. Mostly people are trying to get their points there, and you cannot blame them. But nades are flying in. The Chosen taking on Focus Esports. We have the player Mikey has been damaged, and he has immediately changed his position, going back towards his teammates. I'm guessing he was the scout. The Chosen also going closer to where we have Team GST, and we're expecting a fight there sooner or later. But let's see how this is going to work out for Focus Esports. Somali's invite team. I keep on repeating this because there are some people that ask that in the comment section. They ask which team was invited from Somalia, which team was invited from Kenya, and it's quite interesting to see that I say it a lot, but someone still doesn't hear it. Am I not loud enough? I believe I shout a lot. But GST getting spotted there by the Chosen. And they might just, once one person makes a mistake there from GST, the Chosen will immediately go for that push. The damage there has been spotted. And the Swashi knows that this might just be a fight we're about to take. Focus Esports goes towards them. Oh, that's interesting. VIP taking on Team Execute, but we're about to have a fight there from Focus Esports, GST, The Chosen. Those three teams are about to have a fight from where we left them, but we have Team Execute here getting pushed. Mise has the team from VIP getting closer. TC Focus are still in a fight there. We left them there pushing each other, and it's going to be a messy fight. Team Execute still losing some of the players. Neymar coming in with the push. We have something from you, Neymar. Nah, we do not. But he goes closer to team execute player there. Mise getting spotted. Beautiful spray from you, Neymar. He should have continued because that vehicle is completely damaged. And probably we'll see something happening there. But let's just wait. But TYC has been taken back to lobby. That is quite unfortunate for them. That is TYC or GST. I just saw TYZ. But Hate Esports are getting a knock there on the chosen. Cola is down. The team that were here, GST was the one that was getting pushed by the chosen. Other ones that suffered fast, and they were taken back to lobby after they took the players from GST back to lobby. Hate Esports getting closer. Team players from Focus are down. We have Kevin here trying to use the 1000 IQ, trying to push from a different angle. But then there's a player from Focus. They're beautiful. Nade Hate the Maria. Nice one. We'll have to see it. And just like that. Focus Esports have been taken back to lobby by Team Hate. So GG's to you, Team Hate. Good stuff coming from your end. But that was quite interesting, by the way. It was GST, it was Focus, and then TC, and then Hate Esports decided that they want to be a part of this fight, and they joined in. And now we had something amazing happen there. People lost, teams lost, and the teams that did push each other, all of them have been taken back to lobby. Not a single one has survived. We have the Attack on Titans players here are getting to engage in a fight that's happening between VIP and Team Execute. Unfortunately for Team Execute, they have been taken back to lobby. I don't think that was part of their plan, but they have already been taken back to lobby. Attack on Titans getting closer to the VIP team. How interesting is it that for Miramar, I keep on saying it, Miramar is big. It will take you days to find a team. But in the KSL, they are fighting each other immediately, not even taking any L's from any points. That is quite interesting. But let's see what's going to happen here. We don't know which team is going to take the winner chicken dinner. For game two, that is Miramar. Erangel was taken by Blacklist. They are still around. They have not yet lost at all. They have actually surpassed DNS in the scores as of yesterday, not yesterday, but the previous game. That was Erangel, and they took position one. And now we are in game two. Blacklist and DNS might be fighting for those points sooner or later. Let's see how it's going to work out for them. Ocean Star player Kadar's low zone is becoming more damaging. The zone takes him. Will be unfortunate for the Ocean Stars to lose their the team players to the zone. I hope that's not part of their plan because that would be embarrassing, to be honest. That will be embarrassing, completely embarrassing, and you'll have something to tell other people as to why you are out there at the and losing players to the zone. That's quite unfortunate. Team SICARIOS getting closer. We have Hate Esports. A nade flies in. Oh, that was a beautiful one. Uzumaki is low. A push might just happen, but Team SICARIOS cooks up the nades. Team SICARIOS. Hate Esports, there we have Uzumaki. Mm, I don't know about Uzumaki though. He has been surviving for his team, by the way. He has been taking his time, taking the time not to push aggressively while the team does the push. Most of the time he's around, but not that he has been knocked. I'm hoping the teammates this time around will be there for their player. But let's see how this plays out. VIP has a deadly team right in front of them. They have gotten at least deadly Arnie. Was damaged initially, but he's still around. But let's see. But let's go. We have VIP getting closer. Let's see how this is going to work out. Deadly Esports are taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate for them. Mercenary Union closing on the VIP team. Let's see. Let's go. TYC comes from the back where we have the Mercenary Union players. But let's see how this is going to work out. TYC Smith goes towards one Kuz from Mercenary Union. TYC Smith gets knocked by Prison and taken back to lobby immediately. But we have their beautiful cover from the TYC team. Coaster tries to get the task there on the Mercenary Union player that has just been knocked. And it's interesting that we have this happening right now. TYC taking on the Mercenary Union team as they were trying to get the VIP players. It is unfortunate for TYC. They joined as a duo. Team Sicarios, unfortunately for them, Hate Esports did catch up to them and they have been taken back to lobby. So GG's to you. Blacklist losing a player. Sue is down. That means Attack on Titans is finally engaging in a fight against the team Blacklist. But let's get it. A VIP Attack on Titans, a nice nade there. But VIP is just scouting around, trying to see which fight they're going to take. But we have the Attack on Titans, have a couple of knocks on Blacklist players. They're getting that push. Blacklist, remember, they won game one. We have Kelly cooking up a nade. Excuse me, is it a Kobe? Oh, he doesn't, but he hooks up again. Another nade goes towards where we have Emperor. Luckily for him, he changes his location. One player remaining, that is Emperor. We have seen him perform before. This is not the first time we have seen him remaining as a solo, and I'm hoping we see the same thing from him. But let's go. We have a push here. Blacklist player Man is still down. The smokes are in. They're trying to get the revive. But we had one player from Attack on Titan also down. And you can see Kelly has gone for that revive. And No Face is finally up, ready to help his teammate as they engage in this fight against the Blacklist. And it has been cooked. Arman is getting pushed. No Face to the DBS. Gets that knock, and our Emperor remains. And No Face cooking up a nade. We have a Kobe. Let's go, my guy. Look at that nade. No Face with a Kobe that lands straight to the face where we have the Blacklist player, Emperor. GG's to you, No Face. I have a feeling No Face is the player that I found the other day when I was playing Erangel and his team massacred me and they told me I'm noob, but it's okay. I did argue because it's true. I totally agree with them. But let's just see what is happening here. Ocean Stars are now trying to make it to the zone. They have the Jinx team getting knocks on the player there. Sasuke, he is down, and we want to see what is going to happen next from their team. Let's see how this is going to work out. Secret Jean. Secret Jean gets the knocks there. Let's see how this is going to work out. Sasuke gets dusted. Ocean Stars are losing their players to the zone. That is quite unfortunate coming from them. But it is something we want to see that whether they're going to maybe change their strategy sooner or later. LTD Putin here trying to get some damage in the mercenary union player that is right in front of him. LTD Naughty. LTD Naughty. He has been surviving. We saw in the previous game against the TYC, he had good Kobe's, he had good nades. On the players from TYC and now that we are in Miramar, will we have the same grenades from him? 10 teams remaining. The zone is becoming smaller. In Miramar, it's not as small as we think, but the zone is becoming smaller. And let's see how this is going to work out. LTD Naughty gets knocked by DNS Klaus. Let's get it. What's gonna happen here? We have players from LTD passing by, putting their man's very angry. Putin, you need to tell us what's not happening, my guy. What is wrong? Smile kidogo once in a while, tuoneshe meno, you know. Let's see even some teeth, okay? But we have players there from Jinx. They're just flanking, moving around. They're not engaging in any fight. We're yet to see what is about to happen on their end because they have not been engaging in any fights at all. Let's look at another team. We have Master Union did not lose their players. Okay, that's interesting. They were in a fight initially, but they did survive for a while. Ocean Stars also around. One of the players is remaining Russian here. Can't see a team getting closer. That is DNS, a team that you should be careful of because they're really good. DNS, they're receiving some damage from Ken. Lost that is Mercenary Union player lost, and they have spotted that guy there, Commander, getting some damage here on Mercenary Union player lost. A lot is happening here. Lost is not in zone. His team is not in zone, and they have finally decided that this is not a fight we want to take. And that is when you know your IGL is smart enough to know when a fight is necessary and when a fight is not necessary. And that is exactly what Mercenary Union has done for DNS. They should also find a way of changing their location because the zone is shifting and might be forced to go towards some teams that have already secured a good place in that zone. LTD players are taking their sweet time. But they can see the team right in front of them. They're getting some damage, but no knock. But they need to be careful of that one player who's doing a beautiful flank here. Hey, eSports taking Jinx. AOT, VIP means that the zone is getting closer. The pressure is increasing. LTD gets spotted there by Secret Jean. The guy was flanking, that is Ricardo. He was changing his location, flanking the teammates there, but he spotted another team that is DNS right next to where we have Team LTD. and we're probably going to have something happening there sooner or later. Nades are flying in, beautiful. Kobe looks, she gets knocked. Nades are still flying in. VIP is low. Attack on Titan player Kaylee has so far been the grenadier for his team, and he's cooking up another nade. We have a Kobe. Oh, he couldn't get a Kobe because his teammate just helped him wipe out the players from VIP. Mercenary Union also losing their players there, and they have been taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate for them losing at this point. They will have gotten a good amount of points, even from the position and the elimination points. I'm guessing Mercenary Union needs to go back to the drawing board and figure out a strategy that will work out for them in the Kenya Somali League games. Remember, $500 is on the line. Will you be getting something? ah, eh, eh. Someone say the ping. I doubt it, guys. The ping was sorted yesterday. LTD Russian getting spotted. They're taken back to lobby. That leaves only two players remaining from LTD. That is Commander and Putin. Hades Sports getting some knocks there on Attack on Titans. But see what is happening here. Jinx Karab is cooking up a nade. Is it a Kobe and Commander? Oh, the distance is too big and the nade cannot get closer at all. But let's wait patiently and see what is going to happen here for Team LTD as they go towards the zone. 8 teams remaining. The zone is smaller. We're headed to stage 6. Some people are getting taken by the zone. Attack on Titans losing players to the zone. That is not a good show for their team, and let's see how that is going to play out at the end of the day. Rick Scott, unfortunately, we have not seen them across the game, and they have been taken back to lobby just like that. So GG's. Jinx, what's your plan? LTD right above you. LTD players getting spotted. Commander receiving some damage. Putin taking his time not to expose himself. But that vehicle getting destroyed is the only hope for going towards the zone. Might be a little bit hard for him to make it to the zone. But let's see how this is going to work out for them. Attack on Titans are being wiped out there. GG's to you guys. Secret Gene maintaining their location, playing it safe. One of their players is already down, that is Jakku. And Team Unlimited is right in front of them. Putin and Commander, two names that are close to each other. Putin and a Commander, similar names. We know they're similar, one or another. Last zone over 52 players exactly. That means if your device is like my Redmi 9 Note 9 Pro. Yeah. Someone asked me how is it that my phone is firing by itself? Yeah. It is the number of people at the final zone and the device I was using. It was quite crazy. But now, thanks to thanks to God, I am here now with a better device. Oh, let's talk about that. Kobe on Kazoos. Manzi's down. LTD players are now going to get closer. The zone is closing in. People are going to lose to the zone. And unfortunately for LTD, they have been wiped out by Secret Gene. GG's, four teams, now remain. Some of them losing their players to the zone. Hades Sports having won. Jinx is a full team, lucky for them. Secret Gene is a trio, and then we have DNS as a solo. Quite interesting that they have survived this long. They did win a game yesterday. When they were playing at a Secret Gene and Jinx, both teams did get a winner in a chicken dinner. And it seems like for game 2, both teams are looking for a win. The question is, will they be getting a win? Look at the shotgun knocks there, hit Naruto with the damage. But unfortunately, the Jinx player is just across them. Nice nade. Uzumaki is damaged. Another nade is getting cooked by Jakku. Do you have a Kobe? My guy, Uzumaki. Lucky man there. The nade did not get him, but the Jinx players are getting closer and they want to get something happening here. Secret Gene taking down the players from Hate. Oh, Secret Gene. They are on a roll. 9 defeats there. They're already having a good amount of kills on their side. The position is even better in the top 3. But then they have spotted the player there from DNS, taking him back to lobby. Now you have just 2 teams remaining. Secret Gene and Jinx. They are the teams that are currently remaining. Look at that spray from Karab, but he has to make it to the zone there. Players have been spotted. Jinx is down. Secret Gene player Karab also gets knocked. Both teams have players down. 1 player remaining from Secret Gene. Jinx, sorry, and Secret Jean has the upper hand. Has the upper hand. Nate is getting cooked here by Jinx. Do you have a Kobe? No, we don't. But both teams are cooking up names. Both teams are ready to take each other down sooner or later. Oh my days. The final zone has become more interesting. I did not expect this, but that is exactly what is happening here. This final zone is a zone to be careful of. Someone said all those teams in the final zone, there's nothing we can do. Look at that Kobe from Jakku getting a knock there, and the zone is closing in again. 3 seconds, and we're about to see the pressure increasing. People need to strategize now. Are we smoking? Are we moving? Are we going to let this slide? Bajiku with the smokes trying to distract the players from Jin. Both teams have, oh, Secret Jinx has only one guy. Let me just see what is up. Oh, it was Jean. It was the Jinx people. They're the ones that were down number of players, but then Secret Jean. Look at this, boys. Go. Congratulations to you, Secret Jean, for getting a winner in a chicken dinner. The final zone there on Miramar was very, very intense. But luckily for these guys, they had at least three teams around them. They had LTD, they had Jean, they had Jinx, sorry, they had Jinx. They had players from Attack on Titans getting closer. They have basically engaged in a fight against at least four teams, and they somehow survived, got their winner in a chicken dinner. Yesterday, Secret Jean did also get another winner in a chicken dinner, and it is nice to see that they have lived up to their standard and gotten another win. So congratulations to you there, Secret Jean. For Jinx, you still have at least 3 games to redeem yourself, and everyone else in the game, to be honest, you have 3 more games to redeem yourselves. We are in day 2 of the finale. We have tomorrow, day 3. You can still catch up tomorrow if today doesn't work out for you, and hopefully you'll be amongst the team that get at least a portion of the $500 in the prize pool. Well, you never know, but we know our MVP as of yesterday is DNS CR7. Mans had 18 eliminations, but let's just leave it at that. Let's talk about Secret Jean and their winner chicken dinner. We're about to see the stats on their team to see who actually carried their team to the winner chicken dinner with a good strategy. And for the people who didn't win, all I can tell you is I also don't win. Sometimes I get noob kills, and sometimes the game does not accept me. It's okay, but you have to try your best, and probably in the next 3 games, that might be a chance to redeem your team's points and improve your position. Even if it's out of the top 3, you can come from position. Yesterday, we saw Execute do the same thing. They came from position, I believe, 16 to around position 8. So that was a big jump, and that means that there's something someone can do at the end of the day and might just work out. But we have to wait and see what exactly has happened, which teams have given the impressive play for tonight, who is our MVP, who's gotten the most eliminations, and who is ready to take the money home. So let's just have a little bit of let's say a food for thought for the players like for I don't want to say blacklist, but blacklist, unfortunately, they did have a chance of getting another winner in a chicken dinner, but that did not work out. I still didn't understand what happened there. We had Focus Esports joining a fight that was taking place between GST and the Chosen. That still did not work out. I don't know what happened there, but all those teams, the 3 of them, in the same compound, were taken back to lobby by DNS, and it was an interesting thing to see. So let's see how this is going to be in the winner chicken dinner team starts. Looking at Jinx, Jakku gets 4 eliminations, Kazu's there with 5, Karab with 3, and then Ricardo with 2. So GG's on that. We saw surprisingly, Jakku has the most damage even though he's not the one with the most kills, that is Kazuz. He had 5 kills, and then his teammate Jakku had 4 kills. So that is quite interesting to see coming from his team, and it is. It happens sometimes. Effort is shared across the team. One of them gets the damage, the other gets the kills. It does happen from time to time, but let's see how this is going to work out for every other team. And for Secret Gene, it's a good thing for them. I believe that's a win they were working towards getting, and they did actually get it. Looking at the ranks here, we have Secret Jane. After that game, for game 2, they did get the winner chicken dinner, getting 24 points. Second, we have Team Hate with 13 and DNS 13. They did tie up there. Jinx with 8, and then 5 Attack on Titans with 8. So let's wait and see how it is going to work out for these teams. They have small margins. You can see from every team, the margin there between the teams is not as big. It is actually small, and probably they will catch up at the end of tonight. I'm not sure about that, but we are hoping it does happen like that. The MVP, we have Jinx Kazuz. Jinx Kazuz with 5 kills, getting a damage of 472, bagging 5 kills. That's really good coming from him. For their team, like I say, they did split in terms of effort, because when someone was getting a fight on the other side, the other was getting a fight on the other side. So it was a good thing to see. We have Secret Gene and Team Hate. Secret Gene has 14 eliminations and Hate has 9. That's a margin of at least 5. So it's not that big. They would have caught up, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But the damage dealt there by Secret Gene, as of the fight that I saw, that explains the 2000 damage. Most eliminations with 5. We have Jinx Kazuz. Highest damage, you have Jinx Jakku, 790. Grenade eliminations with 2. We have Attack on Titan player No Face. Longest elimination, we have Jinx Kazuz, and the top traveler there, we have DNS CR7. So let's see how this is going to work out for the teams and how it's going to be. But for the third game, we have Sunhawk. It's going to be an interesting match to see. Seeing that some teams, I believe, might have been affected by this. The second game, they might have felt the pinch of not getting their winner chicken dinner on that game, but they have a chance of redeeming themselves and getting a good amount of points at the end of the day. But let's see how it's going to work out for every team, to be honest, and how they're going to catch up. And it is interesting. This is the scores for tonight's games. After game 1 and 2, Secret Jane takes out Blacklist from their position as position 1, and they take that slot with 92 points. DNS coming in second with 84, and then Blacklist with 80. The margin becomes bigger when you look at Focus, a whole 30-40 points between Blacklist and Focus, but between Blacklist, DNS, and Secret Jane, the margin is so small that it only needs one game for these players to change the rhythm of the game. We had DNS leading when we were starting tonight. Blacklist came in and took the lead. Secret G now comes in and take the lead. Third game is finally here with us. That is Sunhawk. I'll be seeing you guys. Do not go anywhere. Just make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Bye-bye. All right, we are officially back for game three. That is Sunhawk. That is a land of snakes, and if you're not careful, snakes do bite, and you have to be careful when you're playing Sunhawk, especially now that there's a prize pool. Of course, people are going to take their sweet time to get at least some more points. You have seen the overall stats from game one, game two. You have seen how the top three have been changing, and now that we are in Sunhawk. Let's see how we are going to have the top three changing again, or we are going to have another team joining them in that position. It's been a tight position so far. Looking at the flight path coming from Cow all the way to Tampang. Surprisingly, people have already exited the plane, going to the expected landing spots, and Sunhook goes faster than Miramar. So you better brace yourselves. We are going to be having a quick game with how players do not waste their time. They just immediately go for that push and they do not wait for anyone to tell them not to push. IGLs in Sunhawk do actually do a good job. They manage their teams. You see people once a knock has been taken, immediately they get their push. Either maybe because the map is small, I'm not sure, but immediately you see a knock, just know you're going to have a thrust following that knock. Looking at how the teams have spread out throughout the map, we have a couple of teams here where we have GST, we have TYC closer to each other, we have TC and Masner Union, they're also close. Looking at where we have the Ocean Stars, they have Team Hate close to them also, VIP, Team Execute, Attack on Titans, all those teams are in the same place, and now we're checking the Ocean Stars and Hate Esports, they're close to each other. A fight might just transpire here. You can see Kadar waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake, and I will have something definitely happening here. Rex scored again. As game two, they did lose some of their players quite early, and now they're engaging in a fight again. And they have already lost Rek Kinudia. This is the second time Kinudia is the first player to be taken back to lobby. I don't know about you, Kinudia, but unahitaji whips. Tutakuitia hapo kibe, but well. Anyway, sorry for the Swahili dialect. Rec players have just one of their players knocked, that is Rec everyone. VIP taking a push there. I told you instant knock. As soon as the knock has taken place, you can see people going for that push. Deadly Clan have a team right next to them, and that is their Attack on Titans team. Both teams are good teams, and we are waiting to see if we're going to have something happening there sooner or later. Deadly Arnie, Deadly Voke, close to each other. Attack on Titan players are now strategizing their push. You can see at least two of them are together, and then one of the players went on the right hand side, and we saw another one going to the left, and they're basically surrounding the Deadly Clan here, trying to see how they can have an advantage on this fight. Great, they're receiving some damage. Let's get it. TSLTD. Seems like LTD is already losing some of its players early. Probably not part of their strategy, but already Kali is in lobby. Noti is down. Russian and Putin are the only ones remaining for their team. Putin trying to smoke out the place, trying to be safe. TS and Focus Esports, they have been able to get their thirst there. Mali Boy being losing a teammate there, that is Mahir. Punisher, same. And for the team Sicarios, they are the first team to be taken back to lobby. I actually thought it was going to be Rex Squad, seeing that they were the ones that they had their first knock on their teams, but it is not the case. LTD has Focus Esports coming closer, and Era cooking up a nade. We have a Kobe on Putin. It misses him by a miss. He goes directly to the fire. Man is on fire. He needs to smile now because he was cooking. And if you know you're cooking, you know you're cooked. And the guy there getting a push, LTD putting the DBS in the hand, trying to change his position. Focus Esports going for the push. LTD Naughty is pressured. He needs to survive this, or else it's done and done for him. His player, teammate Putin, has been knocked, even after getting a knock. Unfortunately for LTD, that was too fast, man. Focus Esports did a lot. It happened too fast, and they have been taken back to lobby. So GG's there. Let's see how it is going to work out on other teams right now. A Deadly Clan, Attack on Titans, all in the same place, and probably something is going to change here sooner or later. But let's go. Deadly Voke waiting on the Attack on Titans player to make a mistake. We can see DNS here pushing the players from Focus Esports. This is the second time we've seen them engaging in some third party fights. DNS Focus, and mostly it's either DNS or Focus that survives, but we have CR7, beautiful nade on Mikey. Focus with another one. Era gets a nice nade there on CR's Tony, but it doesn't work out. They go for the push. Shotgun versus shotgun. You can see Era with the FPP. Mine is the S12K, and because of the FPP, he did not see Tony jumping. Focus King. They're trying to get that push here on the players from DNS. Klaus getting pushed. DBS knocked there. Beautiful free fire from King. That DBS was beautiful to watch. I honestly enjoyed it. DNS play. Focus esports, what just happened? DNS was getting the revive, and the guy immediately stopped the revive and got the last kill on Focus esports. It's a beautiful fight there from the players from DNS. Attack on Titans are getting closer to Deadly. Great, having a sweet time here. He's just cooking a nade, goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out. Man is basically not even trolling, but having a good time with Deadly Clan, and he's going for that push there, waiting patiently with the DBS. Look at that, not DBS, sorry, M416, getting the P-fires, goes for that push. They missed a couple of shots. What? A couple of shots were missed there. Gray was missing. Deadly Dead was missing. And luckily for Gray, he was the one who got that knock on the Deadly Dead player from Deadly Esports. Damn. We have Deadly Arnie getting pushed. Attack on Titans player Kelly. Oh, Arnie, he did not even get a chance to say anything, maybe put up a fight. They basically that just put him off before he could do anything for his team. Quite unfortunate, by the way, for Arnie. But GG's Arnie. TYC here getting closer to the players from Jinx. We have some good damage from Breaker getting TYC Butcher damage. He's going directly for that push. Let's see how it's going to work out. Nades are flying in. TYC Smith cooking up a nade, but you can see also Bells also cooks up a nade. Boyka gets a knock on TYC Butcher. TYC getting close, so they have at least one of their players down. We can see the damage there. TYC Costa has been damaged. Beautiful free fire from Boyka. The DBS is in play. Again, DBS is a gun you need to be careful of. He goes for that push directly inside. He gets a knock on Boyka, and TYC Costa gets knocked from the back. TYC Smith cooks up a nade, goes for that push, and luckily for TYC, their teammate there, Smith, was able to get the last player from Jinx. He's getting pushed, and just like that, TYC have been wiped out by Mercenary Union. Well, GG's to you guys from TYC and from Jinx. That was a nice fight. Everyone did try to, play their part and survive, but it did not happen. That is quite unfortunate for both teams. They have been taken back to lobby. So GG's. Looking at Hate Esports, we have Ocean Stars in the same place as Hate Esports. Curry waiting patiently, chilling in a container, chilling like a villain, waiting for someone to make a mistake, and he'll be getting you all the way back to lobby if you find someone strategically holding a container. Oh, what was that? Oh, what is that S12K? Look at those knocks. Hades Sports getting taken by Ocean Stars player Sasuke. Oh, Naruto. Uzumaki is now going for that push, and they're the two players remaining from their team going towards Sasuke. We know how this plays out in Naruto, but we don't know if that's going to be the same thing here in PUBG Mobile. Sorry for those who do not understand what I'm saying. Well, go and watch anime. But Hate Esports are getting closer to where we have the Ocean Stars player Abdallah right in front of where we have Naruto. I don't know how I did not see Abdallah, but he's basically healing right in front of him, and he spots him. Nice knock there from Naruto, gets Abdallah. Of course, it's a thirst. When you have a knock that is so clear that you can easily get a thirst, you immediately go for that thirst. You can see Hate Uzumaki having the players from Ocean Stars getting closer. That is Kabi, and he's going for that push. But will he be able to survive? Being just a 2v2, will this work out for Hate Esports? Nice damage there. Pre-fire, sorry. Oh, equal down. Oh, Uzumaki. A nice knock there from Kari, getting him and taking him back to lobby. And now that leaves only Naruto as the only one remaining from his team. Sasuke goes in for that push. Oh, do we have shotgun versus shotgun? We do. A DBS versus a DBS. Kari there getting some damage on Naruto. Ow. Naruto. Uh-uh. Naruto-kun was not careful and the month has been taken back slowly. Now that leaves us with just 11 teams. We are in stage one. This is Sunhawk. I told you, expect that type of fight. Expect players to land together. Once they get their knocks, they're going for that push. There is no place that you're going to see a knock happening and you do not see any push taking place. Attack on Titans seems to be having a fight there with Team Execute. And it's quite interesting that this is something that's happening, and for team executes they need to also catch up a little bit. They have started going down again, but we have seen them catching up probably from the third game. Beautiful spray there from Frozen, gets at least two knocks from on Attack on Titans. Gray and Kelly are down, and then now they need to find a way of fasting, either fasting or getting a push on Attack on Titans just to get more points on their team. But let's give it time. We'll have let's say GG's on that in case they get the players from EXE. But let's wait. Let's give it time. Let's see. Attack on Titans, team executes, taking their sweet time. Probably they don't want to engage in a fight yet. They don't want to expose each other. Two losses of team players, luckily for AOT. They did get the revive on Gray here, and now No Face and Gray are around. Two strong players from Attack on Titans. We have seen how good they have been playing, and it's something that we want to see more from AOT and also from Team Execute. These are strong teams that need to pull up their socks and do a little bit better, as we're expecting that from them. But let's give it time. Let's give it time and see how this is going to work out for both teams. They have finally decided to flank, and they'll be headed towards the zone. Probably is the best strategy, yes, for now. But will it work out? Will they encounter a team right in front of them? Remember, this is Sunhawk. It's a small map. People occupy literally anywhere, even between rocks. There can be a team literally waiting out for you to make a mistake. I mean, patiently, and not even that they will move, they will snake to you, my friend. Snakes. Do not be afraid. Be a snake. EXE Attack on Titans are still at it. They're engaging in a fight as of now. You can see them taking on the fights there. Some of them are still around. Nice. Mercenary Union gets a task there on GST. That means the GST and Mercenary Union are currently engaging in a fight. Oh, GST Gray just got his knock there on Demon King, and we're probably going to see more things happening sooner or later. So let's just give it time. We have a revive here. A Demon King is finally getting revived, but the GST players are getting closer. Zone closing in the next at least 5 seconds, and people need to move. This is Sanhok, yes. It's a small map, yes, but the zone damage is still the same. You'll get to damage GST Grey getting spotted there by Master Union player Prison, trying to get at least some damage happening here. But will you have any type of damage as of now? Because you can see Prison has decided not to engage. He's changing his location. One Kuz gets a knockdown GST Grey. We need a Kobe from you, Prison. Cook up that nade. There's just two people right in front of him, and we'll have a win happening there sooner or later. But let's go. Nothing yet. GST enjoying the view there. Prison gets some good damage and cones, and of course it's going for that push. And GST have been wiped. GG's to you, GST. Let's get it. 10 teams remaining right now. Zone is shifting. Players are getting knocked it by other opponent teams. Funny thing, Sunhawk, we have not had even a single team being taken back to lobby by the zone. So we have to commend you guys on that, because we have been seeing a lot of teams getting knocked out of the zone, losing even a whole team to the zone. And it's somehow not a good look for your team, seeing that you cannot make the right calls. Are you holding outside the zone for too long? And that you end up losing without getting even a single elimination. We have chosen here. It's about to be A very patient type of game in Sunhawk. Attack on Titans, they're losing at least Blu-ray. That means only No Face might be the only one remaining from his team now, with Gray being taken back to lobby. But let's wait and see. The chosen been taken on by VIP. Ocean Stars patiently holding a building because now they have a secret gene getting closer. They're scouting out. They do not know Sasuke is right in that building, waiting patiently for someone to make any mistake, literally any mistake, and he'll be taking you back to lobby with that DBS. Zone is about to shift and force a lot of people to come closer. At least four teams outside the zone. They need to move. We have a good amount of teams there right next to Query, not that far from the zone, so they have room to make it to the zone. And let's see how it's going to work out for their team. Secret Jinx. This is a Secret Jin or Jinx. I need to see that tag. Secret Gene, yes. Oh, I'm getting used to it. Secret Gene and Jinx. I can tell the difference. Rex Squad and VIP are still at it. The Chosen, let's go. VIP gets closer. This is going to be interesting. But let's give it. Oh, Nade. Beautiful Kobe from TC Abdallah. That gives them room for a push. Nades is still flying in. Abdallah is not losing any hope here. Unique cooking up another Nade. Do we have a Kobe from you guys? Let's go. Oh. Let's go. TC getting close off that push. And we have the players from VIP getting pressure. Nice damage there. And he is down. That leaves only two. Actually, one guy. And VIP might be saying goodbye to this game and having to wait for another game that is the next two games to catch up. But let's see how that is going to work out for them. Blacklist players taking on Secret Gene. For the previous game, Blacklist and Secret Gene have also had a feud there. They did encounter each other. They did have a one-on-one here before the game ended. And Secret Gene, unfortunately, that is in game one. Sorry, they could not do anything because Blacklist was there, and they did get them before they could make it to the zone. But let's look what Blacklist strategy is of now. Secret Gene player Jakku right in front of them. Arman Emperor trying to get a push there on that team. Will we have anything happening here sooner or later? We will have something happening here sooner or later. But Jakku here is the only player remaining from his team. Secret Gene, Blacklist player Arman getting some damage on Jakku. Let's go. DBS is out. We have a full team coming on this guy. Look at him trying to get at least a knock there, but unfortunately, he's basically using his whole body to get at least a knock on the Blacklist player. He did get some good damage on Shu, but unfortunately, he was outnumbered, and just like that, Secret Gene have been taken back to lobby. We have now just 9 teams remaining. Sunhawk is going faster than we expected. Yes, are we enjoying that? Yes, we definitely are enjoying that. And if you're here watching the live, make sure you have liked, shared, and subscribed to the Kenya Somali League games because it is getting interesting by the minute. $500 on the line. People are ready to do what they can do to survive and get the win. Blacklist has a team right above them. That is the Chosen. They're getting closer. Oh, wow. This is going to be an interesting fight from both teams, Blacklist and the Chosen. They also have another team right next to them. Of course, it's going to be some sort of third party fights taking place, but let's give it time and see how it is going to pan out. For Blacklist and the Chosen, we have to wait and see what happens next. Hmm. Is this here? Yes, it is. Blacklist players are spotting the Chosen, and they have a team coming right behind them. That is DNS. Oh, Blacklist. It's about to be a heavy fight happening here. DNS, Blacklist, two heavy teams. We've seen how they take on the fights. We've seen how they mostly I can say Blacklist and DNS encounter each other, and I don't know how they end up surviving because they fight and fight. They see this fight is not worth it, and literally both teams retreat. No one wants to continue that fight, and it's fine. Probably part of their strategy as they play the Kenya Somali League games. We have the Chosen trying to make it to the zone there. Will they survive? Just looking right in front of them, they can see Rex scored. Rex Zeno has been spotted. For Rex scored, they lost Kinuzias at the beginning of the game. He was the first player to be eliminated. And now that they are around where we have the team, the chosen, with one player remaining, that is Zeno. Will this be? Oh, hey, even before I could say anything, they have been taken back. So the team execute getting spotted. They have a blacklist emperor, good damage. Shu is just next there. And we might have a flank happening on team execute. Emperor getting spotted. Look at Frozen's spray there. M416, 4 scope. What a beautiful combination. Frozen is down. EXE, the pressure is now increasing. They have just one guy remaining. EXE, skrrr. Last man standing. Mohammed, what do you have to show us tonight? He is, of course, going for that push there. Not the push really, but going towards the zone. That is the blacklist players. They're basically waiting, gatekeeping on team execute, but the zone is shifting. The damage is going to increase, and blacklist might just lose some of their players to the zone if they're not careful. If they are, they might survive a little bit, but if they are not, the zone might just take them back to lobby, and they might lose at least a couple of team players. Sorry if not all, but I don't want to jinx anyone. But they are making probably the right call right now, trying to retreat. DNS gatekeeping the zone. EXE skrrr. His teammate has been taken back slowly. Now he's a solo. Ocean Stars solo player Sasuke getting closer to the blacklist players. Might just be the saving grace that EXE is looking for to survive in this game. But let's give it to him. Sasuke getting closer. He has to be careful though. He's not going to get knocked. He's going to be taken back to lobby, and won't be a beautiful scene for his team as they are trying to maybe get more points for their team. But let's go. Zone is shifting. It's becoming smaller. Stones are becoming less. The bushes are still the same in plenty. We have buildings, of course we do, but how many teams can secure the buildings? DNS right next to where we have Ocean Star player Sasuke. He's going towards them. What he doesn't know is DNS has been gatekeeping that side of the match this whole of the map this whole time. EX is last player from Team Execute has been taken back to lobby. GG's. DNS, Dark Knight Stalkers, they have Ocean Star player Sasuke right in front of them, and Blacklist players who are trying to make it to the zone. So we have also to anticipate something that is going to happen where we have these teams as of now. Well, let's go. Let's give it time. Ocean Star player has been taken back to lobby. 5 teams remain now. You can see the Chosen, Mercenary Union, Blacklist players. They're close to each other. There's a fight that we are anticipating here. Blacklist losing players to the zone. Probably the strategy for camping out and waiting for people to cross the zone did not really work out for them. We have Arman cooking up a nade. Demon King, you are cooked. Will you be? Oh, look at that nade. It did not work out, but they do know that they're here. Attack on Titans players have been taken back to lobby. We have now just 4 teams remaining: DNS, Blacklist, Mercenary Union, and the Chosen as the only teams remaining as of now. Looking at Demon King here, waiting for someone to make a mistake, and we'll have a beautiful fight here between two heavy teams from how they've been playing. They're not taking any losses. Arman getting spotted. Beautiful spray from Demon King. We do not have a knock, but we can have a Kobe from you, Demon King. He is cooking up a nade. Arman, nade flies in closer to you, and Emperor right behind him. Behind where we have Demon King, and he's spotted. He's down. Of course, the flank there did pay out. Kuz gets knocked. Prison Sports Emperor there, taking him back to lobby because that is what you do in a competitive scene. And just like that, Blacklist have been wiped out the game by the Mercenary Union. And the zone, we have now just 3 teams remaining: Mercenary Union, the Chosen, and DNS. Dark Knight Stalkers, these guys are ready to take up a win, and that is what we want to see as of tonight's third game, and that is Sunhawk. Looking at Mercenary Union, they're finally getting a revive. At least they won't be a one-man army, but now they are duo against the remaining 2 teams, DNS and the Chosen. The Chosen spots them. These 2 teams have a good amount of teams around. The Chosen is a full team, and for DNS, it's a trio. Let's get it. Let's go, people. TC getting closer. Mercenary Union players waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake. And then we'll see how this plays out for that team. DNS goes for that push there where we have the Mercenary Union players. Tony is basically scouting on the place, trying to make these team players expose themselves. And we have a push there. DBS is out to play. Kuz, he gets pushed. Oh, look at that reflex. One Kuz is not taking any L's tonight. That reflex is one to be highlighted in the books. Prison receiving Kobe's TC joining the party. Prison has to finish this fight really, really fast. Oh, Venom takes the guy back to lobby, remaining just two teams. TC, DNS needs a flying in. The Chosen is putting the pressure there on DNS. Look at Venom's HP right now. The TC Easy getting closer. DNS of Venom also going for that push, almost getting surrounded by Easy and Swashy. He's down. Leave just one player, that is CR7. The push is taking place. The damage from CR7. Unfortunately, he's a solo, switches the gun. Oh, he almost had them. Honestly, he almost had them. That was good there. The Chosen have finally gotten their winner, a winner, Chikadina. They have basically survived till the end of the game. That is beautiful coming from you, the Chosen. But DNS, we have to give it to DNS. You have seen how they have taken up that fight. But then unfortunately, they were outnumbered. The Chosen had a good amount of players still around as a full team. They had a patient type of game, and that did give them a winner, Chicken Dinner. Honestly, the Chosen, you have won that game fair and square. You have gone for that win, as it is. DNS almost burst your bubble with how they went for that push up, especially from the last guy, and it did make it sort of a heavy type of game on the players from TC. But it is good, so I have to say congratulations to you, TC. And surprisingly, we had no snakes in Sunhawk, so we have to be grateful for that. People have decided that they're not going to camp out, and it's a good thing that they did not. So GG's to you guys for taking up that fight, not camping it out. For players like the Blacklist team, we thought they were going to get at least more points for their team. Remember that position 1, 2, and 3 is occupied by the same teams, and DNS is one of the teams. Secret Gene did move them from position 1, so this game might just be the game where we have DNS coming up to its position, and then TC also going up a couple of ranks just because of the winner chicken dinner. Looking at the winner chicken dinner team stats, we have Unique there getting one elimination with 165 damage, Abdallah with 4 kills and a damage of 378, Easy with 0, and Swashi with 1. They did not have a lot happening here between the team, but they did survive. At the end of the day, they got their winner chicken dinner, and that is how a slow patient game does look like at the end of the day, and that is what basically happened for TC. That was too good to be true. For Abdallah, he was able to bag the most kills for his team and probably did boost the team's points. As of now, the Chosen are leading here in this game that we just had for Sunhawk with 16 points and tying with DNS 16 and 16. How interesting is that? Mercenary Union comes in third with 13, Blacklist there in fourth with 11, and then AOT all the way to VIP. We have at least margins of 3, 1, or 2 points between those teams. So GG's to you guys there for trying to catch up. For teams that did not catch up, they did not get enough points in this game. We have one more game coming in, one more from Myanmar and then one more from Erangel. So you'll definitely catch up with the last 2 games. We have the player with the most kills, that is the MVP, and the damage dealt there with 4 kills and a 553 damage is DNS CR7. Manza's almost taking out the team there from TC. So we have to give it to him. That was really, really good for you guys. So GG's. And congratulations to you, DNSCR7, for still taking up the position for the MVP with how many kills he's been taking throughout the games from game 1 to game 3. He has been doing a lot of damage in the game. Looking at the head-to-head here from the Chosen, and the Dark Knight Stalkers. We have six kills from Chosen and then 10 from DNS. So that's actually really good damage dealt. Just have a small margin between the two teams. And the knockouts, we have 3-7 between both teams. Surprisingly, DNS is the team that is leading in terms of eliminations, damage, and knockouts. That explains why they are together with for the chosen in terms of points. 16 points the chosen and 16 points for DNS. Let's look at what has transpired in tonight's third game, that is Sunhawk. Most eliminations we have there, CR74. Highest damage is 642 from one Kuz. Grenade elimination, CR72 from DNS. Longest elimination, 265. Kazuz. And top traveler, we have TC Easy, 4,000 meters. How do you cover 4,000 meters in Sunhawk? Easy. How is that even possible? Where did these guys land initially? Because how is that possible? But GG's to you, TC4 having at least a couple of players there in the match report. And so far, 3 matches down. Blacklist, Erangel, Miramar, Secret Gene, Sunhawk, we have the Chosen, and now that we have 2 more games remaining, that is Erangel and Miramar, we have just to say GG's to all of you guys, and I'm hoping to see more plays coming from y'all. We have a game to go, and the next game will be Erangel. I'll be seeing you guys then. Oh, overall ranking. I had called it. DNS definitely did catch up just from the previous game we had. That is just from this game. Sorry, Sunhawk. They have 100 points. Secret Gene not that far with 93, and then Blacklist with 91. Attack on Titans is now catching up with 54 there. Focus, MU battling for points here, almost the same 50-50, and they need to catch up. To be honest, we've had a lot of games where they had the chance of winning, but unfortunately, third parties here and there taking out the Mercenary Union team. But if they want to get to position 1 now, they need at least 50 points to be where DNS is as of now, and that is tricky. To be honest, it's not going to be an easy play for you, MU, but you can as well catch up at the end of the day. We have a Team Execute here, has gone down some ranks from position 8, I believe. Now they're in 10, and they do also have some room to catch up and probably try and do more for their team. But I won't be the judge of that. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in game 4 and game 5. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next game, and that will be a Rangel. Do not go anywhere. Bye bye. Welcome back, guys. We are officially in game four, and all I can say is we are having quite some interesting games tonight. We have people, uh, I know like the back of my hand, and that is Erangel. Even not Erangel, that means you're a Livik player and you have been playing Livik all your life. But since you're here playing Kenya Somali leagues, you have played Erangel for a couple of games, and I think now some people are familiar with it. You know that specific rock that you can camp out till the game ends. So use it now because $500 is on the line. Finals day two is almost coming to an end. We are in game four. Just one more game remaining. That will be game five, and you have to catch up, guys. If you can see the scores the way they are right now, the margin is so big from position three to four. It's a whole margin, and that needs to close because already position one just hit the 100 points mark, and they have catch up. They have teams that need to catch up with where they are as of nine. It's going to be quite interesting to see if we'll have a team catching up with them, but let's not anticipate that yet. Let's just have a look at how people are landing in this fourth game. That is around it. We have a couple of teams that have already landed, others have not. And there's a team that is already engaging in a fight, and that is Deadly Esports and Rec Squad. We have Tessa in the building from Siku Tessa. With how things are going, Tessa, hapa kidogo hautesi, man. But that's it one, and probably they will catch up. They have been losing a couple of fights here and there. uh, from game one, we are in game four. This might just be the time where they catch up. So let's see how this plays out. Rex Squad and Deadly Esports. I believe this is in Lipovka. And we are going to anticipate a fight there. In Milta Power, we have a team there. Milta also has a team. And for the other teams, they have gathered here in the zone. But for these other teams that are outside the zone, they need to move. Secret Gene is also not in zone. They also have to find a way of how they're going to make it to zone on time, and we'll be waiting to see if they do. The chosen and GST. Seems like the fast blood has been taken and the game officially begins. Deadly Dead cooking up a nade. We have a Kobe there on Rex squad. Tessa just holding the roof there. If we can cook up a nice nade, then we might have Wreck Tessa taken back to lobby. But let's see how this works out. Deadly Dead right in front of them here. Cooking up another nade. Is it a Kobe? He needs to release it. Tessa. Oh, it's a nice nade. Is it a Kobe? It's get some damage there on Hamo, and he decides to retreat. Tessa is still holding the same roof, waiting for someone from Deadly Esports to make a mistake. We have seen a Deadly Rec fight before, and in that fight, Rec was taken back to lobby by Deadly Esports. So I don't know if tonight they might just be doing the opposite, and Rec Squad will be taking Deadly Esports back to lobby. So let's see how this is going to work out and which team will be taking the other back to lobby. Lipovka is a nice place to fight if you know how to navigate the buildings. If you do not, then it might not work out as you may want it to. But let's get it. Deadly Esports, Rex Squad, Tessa ameshikilia roof, amepandia roof, amekaa hapo. It's fine, Tessa. We'll accept that for now. But if something happens, your teammates will not be around to revive you, Tessa. You might not get revived easily. Rek Hamo trying to get some cover here on his knock teammate. Deadly Arnie is down. Beautiful cover from Rek, everyone. And the push is finally happening here. Hamo trying to cook up a nade. Do you have a beautiful nade getting cooked there on Deadly Clan? He retreats on that, and we have Deadly Dead getting closer. Rek Hamo going for that revive on his teammate Rek Tessa. Everyone is down. Two players from Rek are down. One of them is disconnected. That means only one guy has to get this fight going on from Rek squad. The nade is flying in there to try and protect the players from getting a push. That is Deadly Esports. They're waiting on the player from Rek to get a push happening. Deadly Dead with the push here. Deadly Arnie getting Rek Hamo. Zeno is finally back. Oh, it was everyone who was disconnected, actually. Sorry. So Zero is in the building. He can now get at least a revive on Wreck everyone with the players from Deadly currently engaging in a fight against their teammates. They are confirming their knocks. But for Deadly, they live to fight another day unless Rex Zeno proves us wrong and gets a whole wipe on the players from Rex squad. Let's go. Probably will work out, probably won't work out, but let's wait and see. We are yet to see what is about to happen in these games. So let's get to it. Let's get it. Yeah, we have Deadly Annie going towards Rexeno, who's trying to get revived. Beautiful spray there from Annie, and we might see a push taking place right now. And Rex squad have been taken back to lobby. GG's to you, Deadly Esports. Nice fight. That was actually good. So we have to give it to these kids, even though they refused to give us their esports photos. I had to argue with them, man. But it's fine. GG's from Deadly Esports for getting that win and hoping that they do make it to a better position after the fight ends. But we'll have to wait and see till the end of the game how it is going to be as of now. Let's get it. VIP moving around. In case I didn't say thank you, by the way, to the people that supported the live stream yesterday, thank you so much for those that contributed there in the contribution link, and then we had the super chats. Thank you so much, guys. I did appreciate that. Blacklist players have a team coming closer to them. I believe that is the chosen. We might have a fight there sooner or later coming from those guys. So let's wait and see if it's going to be now or they're going to avoid this fight till the end of the game just to secure another winner chicken dinner. Seems like the chosen, when they pass by where we have blacklist, they encountered a team, and that is the Ocean Stars. Looking at the players here from Focus Esports. Team Focus. I tried to say it like a Japanese guy, but man, I just sounded like someone who has a problem pronouncing Team Focus. But it's fine. So Focus Esports waiting on the Deadly team as they try to change their location. Focus Mikey with a knock on Deadly, Miss Deadly Arnie getting knocked there. Beautiful spray from Focus King. And of course, we're going to have a push there. Deadly Esports might be facing their fate as of now, as they were able to get the players from Rexford back to lobby. We have a push there. King goes in with the push there. DBS in hand. Oh, Deadly Voke, beautiful shotgun there, gets at least one knock. And he's getting pushed there. Bendo Baby is the one trying to get a push on Deadly Voke. He is really low, and they're putting out the pressure there on this guy. They are not taking any chances. Deadly Dead on the other side isn't even close to his teammates, and they might be receiving a lot of pressure with Voke taken back to lobby and him being the all one remaining from his team. Deadly Dead, if I were Deadly Dead, I'd camp. Oh my god. I wouldn't even move a muscle. Not a single muscle will be moved. But it's fine. Probably he has a strategy because he's moving, he's exposing himself. He does not have enough meds. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Well, let's see. Let's. Oh, what? Deadly Dead? Why did you do that? Man, he just gave up. He just gave up, but that is okay. It is totally allowed. Let's see what is going to happen here. DNS players just moving around with the baggies. Every player with their own baggy. Ocean Stars losing to the players from the Chosen. Let's get it. Let's go. VIP, LTD, take it up each other. And LTD needs to catch up, to be honest. LTD is a good team, man. I don't know what they're doing in position 15. I don't understand LTD. What is not happening? Put in Nike. What is changing from LTD's side? That is a good team. We know their potential. We just need to see more coming from their side. And we probably have something better for them. But let's go. TC. TC puts up a fight here when they took out the players from Ocean Stars, and now they're looting up. They're keeping it safe. We have the players from Team Execute, DNS right next to them, Dark Knight Stalkers. That one team where we are actually looking at how they're playing. All eyes on DNS because they are wiping out the lobby clean in the Kenya Somali League games. They are wiping it out clean, and that is what we love to see. Because what is that? LTD taking down VIP. Finally, LTD living up to their name. Team Execute might be forced to engage in a fight against DNS sooner or later, and that might be something that probably should be in their list, trying to challenge themselves with DNS. AX is a good team, and DNS is also a good team. That's a challenge they can take upon themselves and enjoy it. You know, probably see what is going to happen. I just want to see this fight. To be honest, I am vouching for this fight. I want Team Execute DNS to take on each other. We need to see between these two teams which team is that one team you need to be careful about. DNS have lived up to their name. They have taken this fight. They have gotten their winner with chicken dinners, but we are yet to see that. So let's give it time. And we have Hate Esports, that is Team Hate, and Mercenary Union right next to each other. You can see Lost waiting patiently for someone from Hate Esports to make a mistake, and they'll be taking this guy back to lobby sooner or later if anyone makes a mistake. Hate Kevin is here, has done a really good flank. Flank, sorry, he's holding a really good position for his team. And if anyone does a flank right in front of him, he'll be the person who's going to see them with how he is facing the other side of where everyone else is. We have Hate Naruto Kun and Uzumaki as the ones are waiting to get a push here on the players from LTD. Team Unlimited. They are unlimited. But let's go. Let's wait and see how this is going to happen and how these teams are going to push each other. Mercenary Union getting some damage. Prison has been damaged. One Ku's getting a knock on Hate. And we have a push there. Demon King getting closer. Naruto hooking up a nade. Do we have a Kobe? We have a nade. Nice nade. Naruto hooking up a second nade. Let's see how this is going to work out. Let's see how this is going. Oh, look at that. Kobe, one Kuz is down. Beautiful nade. Has been able to get a knock, sorry, on Naruto. Beautiful nade from one Kuz. We have Kevin cooking up another nade. We have a Kobe. Demon King gets some damage on this guy. Kevin is low. Players from Mercenary Union are getting that push. Oh, hate. Team hate. They just were taken back to lobby. The player from Mercenary Union basically risked his whole team just to get the last player there from Team Hate. So GG's on that. Looking at Secret Gene players, we have a push happening there sooner or later, and that is something we are yet to see. Oh, Team Execute. EXE is down. One player remains from EXE, that is Frozen. They have lost a couple of players. The players from Focus, again, not an easy team to fight against. Both teams are the invitees for their country. Team Execute is from Kenya, and then Focus Esports is from Somalia. And the EXE player has decided to retreat. Better safe than sorry, and that is the best strategy that they could do as of now. Seeing that we have the players there from Jinx are taking up a fight against Blacklist. You can see how they're losing their players. EXE Frozen getting spotted while he changes his location. Jinx players, that is Secret Jin, getting some damage on Frozen. He's receiving the pressure, trying to smoke out the place. But will he be able to escape these Blacklist players right in front of him? Frozen is really, really low, has to heal up, has to change his location. Blacklist players, if they just look at him for 1 second, they might spot him in the open field and take him back to lobby. So I can imagine the amount of pressure Frozen is feeling. As of now, luckily for him, the Chosen have been able to push where we have the Blacklist team putting on some fight here, is distracting them for seeing that EXE player Frozen is right in front of them, open field. Blacklist having to engage in this fight. Focus Esports right in front of them above that hill where they had their previous fight against the Team Execute. Nades are getting cooked by the Chosen. Emperor is also cooking up one nade. Question is which team has the best grenadier? A nice nade flying where we have TC Swashi, doesn't get him. Emperor cooking up another nade. Will we have another knock? They're really patient with those grenades. We have seen Blacklist players doing this before. They're patient with their grenades. They're not wasting their time. Once they get the knock of that grenade, you'll have them pushing you immediately. Getting a push here, Frozen. Sorry. But unfortunately for him, Blacklist is just right on the other side, and they took him while he was trying to cook up a nade on the TC players. Jinx taking on the Team Sicarios. Oh, this is interesting. Erangel is becoming intense by the minute. We have players literally everywhere. We are just not yet where we want to be in terms of the zone. The damage is high. People are getting exposed to third-party fights, and we have 11 teams still remaining. Imagine if your device is not working. Just imagine. I have said it. I'm not saying it is working, but just imagine. Yeah. Hey, that is quite interesting to see. We have the blacklist players here. Look at the players from Secret Jane, waiting to see what is going to happen here. Ah, But let's see what is going to happen here. Uh, GG's to the players that have been taken back to lobby. For the people still trying to reach out to me, telling me the MS is high. I don't know what they're trying to say, but I've not had anyone else saying about the MS being high. It has been stable for quite some time. Probably you should check your network. Uh, Maybe that's a problem. Yeah, maybe that might be uh, the problem. All right, sorry about that, but we have the blacklist players finally getting a push there. Focus Esports having taken back to lobby. You can see what has just happened there. The fight is intense. Blacklist losing players. The DBSs are out. A lot is happening here. If you're not keen, it might just miss you. TC getting pushed, and they have been done what blacklist does best, and they have been wiped out by the blacklist. Team Mercenary Union getting closer to where we have these teams, and we might have a third party fight sooner or later. But DNS have been wiped out there. They were close to where we had Mercenary Union, and they have been wiped out. Kalina, GG's to you guys. Let's check on what is happening here, because for 1 second I was connected, the other I was not connected, and the fight just passed me. And it seems like teams did get to push each other. Blacklist decided that they want to get a push there on the chosen. And now for the team Sicarios, they have a team right next to them, and that is Secret Gene. That is right above the hill there in the watchtower. And we have Mali Boy. As soon as their team got a knock, they're going for that push. Let's see how this works out. Secret Gene getting the revive on his knocked teammate. Mali Boy getting closer. We have seen him taking up a 1v4 before. We're yet to see it in the finale, but we can hear an S12K in the play. Team Sicarios getting some damage, and Secret Gene players, we have at least two players getting knocked and fasted here. Good damage on the Jinx player right in front of him. Nice knock. He countered that. Look at Kazu's HP. What? Not Kazuz, Karabs. Sorry. Kazuz is down. Mali Boy gets dusted there. Buddy is also down. And Secret Gene is actually surviving this fight. Nades are still flying in from the players there from TS, that is Team Sicarios, but they are yet to do anything. The nade there gets a knock, and we have Punisher still cooking up more nades. They're trying to get the revive. Punisher is the only one remaining from his team. The fight there was unexpected. The counter there from the players from Secret Gene, that is Karab. That was really good coming from you, man. GG's. That was really, really good. Let's go. Ah, let's get it. The player from TES, that is Team Sicario player Punisher, has decided he's not going to engage in this fight at all. TYC finally encountering a fight, that is LTD. The other teams that they are encountering as of now, you can see the knocks. Both TYC, LTD have players down. TYC have officially been wiped out by Team LTD. Let's go, GG's. We have now just 5 teams. Some of them are full, actually only two. That is Mercenary Union and Secret Gene. And then we have Team Sicarios and LTD together with Blacklist, with having 3, 2, 1 players remaining from their team. Their Blacklist players waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake. Look at Blacklist. They're looking for their second win tonight. We have seen DNS taking their win. They have said they are not leaving that slot, but then Blacklist is here. DNS is in lobby. They might be moved again. We have been seeing this happen again. They just need at least 20 points or so to move the players from DNS in position 1. So let's get it. Blacklist players moving around with the baggy. Secret Gene also doing the same. Team SICARIOS solo player that is a Punisher. He's taking his sweet time, not exposing himself, not engaging because he's all not remaining from his team. Blacklist has one player down, that is the Shoe. And he's almost getting fasted. We have TS player Punisher getting pushed, taken back to lobby immediately by Blacklist and Man. And officially, 4 teams remain. Team Unlimited having a solo remaining. Blacklist losing players there. They need to figure out the strategy that is going to work this zone, being as intense as it is, forcing everyone to come closer to each other. Secret Gene getting closer. Blacklist losing players. Armand trying to make it to the zone. How interesting is this now? Smokes are out, good thinking, but they have really split. Their players from Blacklist, players from Secret Gene have really split, and they are ready to take on a fight against anyone in this game. Masna Union, players right in front of where we have the Secret Gene team, lost moving around the vehicle. He has to be careful. We have seen Secret Gene having good sprays. The vehicle turns and Lost exposes himself. That is quite unfortunate. He gets at least 2 of their players are down from Secret Gene. Beautiful damage on Jakku and Mercenary Union player Demon King is on Demon time. Let's go. Blacklist LTD and a Mercenary Union are the 3 teams that are currently remaining. LTD having a solo, Blacklist having a duo, and Mercenary Union having just one guy standing, getting the revive on his not teammate. You can see Armand going for that push with the vehicle, passing by the smoke. Hey, what just happened there? Highball. Oh, he passed. He did not get anyone but Blacklist players passing by. Mercenary is out the zone. The zone is damaging. They need to move. Or DC with a good spray gets Demon King. But the zone might just take out Blacklist players because they have decided that they want to engage in a fight outside the zone, and this will definitely cost them. Now winner chicken dinner. DC trying to make it to the zone. Gets spotted by Lost. He is low Lost. Oh my god. Now we have 3 players remaining. Gishi is down. We have now 2 players remaining at Team Unlimited. Mercenary Union. Which team will be taking the winner chicken dinner? Look at Lost there, scoping on Mkali. We have a beautiful 1v1 that we need to watch. Zone is right in front of where we have Mkali. But then Mercenary Union player Lost has to find a way of making it towards where we have Mkali. So let's wait. This is going to be interesting. No, 2 players that are good from their team. They might be. They might be seeing a very interesting push here. You can see Mkali moving around the baggy. Lost trying to get some damage here on the team player. Thank you so much, Chege, for that compliment. We are hoping to produce more of this sooner or later. For now, we need your money, guys. Mercenary Union player lost, receiving some damage there from LTD player Mkali, stopping him from making it to the zone. He has to heal up now, and before the zone shifts, he needs to get a strategy that will make it to the zone before anything happens to him. But let's go. Oh, he's trying to see if we can see him. Molly's fly in. Nades is also getting cooked. Both of them are using the same movement, going closer to each other, cooking up the nades. Lost is getting damaged. The Mercenary Union player has a lot of nades are thrown towards him. He's cooking up a nade. Mkali is also damaged. But do we have a win here for either of the teams? Is it going to be Mercenary Union or is it going to be Team Unlimited? Let's get it. Nice nade. Lost is low. Mercenary Union player lost is really low. You can see Mkali there trying to smoke out places where the Mercenary Union player thinks he might be. But he's getting closer. The smokes are ending. He's sneaking right in front of the player there, Mkali. I don't know if you can spot him, but I'd say remove your clothes, please. Connect with the grass, connect with the sand. That might help you survive this fight. So let's wait and see. Team Unlimited, Mercenary Union. Let's go. Zone is about to close in again. In the next 1 second, they're going to be forced to get closer to each other and engage in this fight. It might be a damaging zone, to be honest, but let's give it time. Let's see how this is going to be for both teams. Zone is getting closer to either of them, and it is going to be an interesting thing to see now. I'm kind of waiting on Lost. He sprays right in front of. Oh, he gets him. Now he knows where he is. Nice damage. Lost is damaged, and he's spotted there by. Him, Kali. Just like that, mercenary union. Oh, Team Only just fumbled that win. Ayo, what just happened there? That is quite unfortunate for you guys there from Team Unlimited. Honestly, Kali, what happened there? You just fumbled a win. Honestly, lost was low. He was exposed the whole time. When you got the first damage, he had the chance of getting this guy, taking him back to lobby, but that did not work out. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what transpired there for you, Mkali, but eh, that is not something you want to see happening during the last zone, but it happens. So congratulations to you, Mercenary Union, for that win. You guys are finally a win you have been looking for throughout the KSL finals has finally come here. You guys have gotten yourselves a winner chicken dinner, and that is something you deserve. Looking at the team stats for MU, we have lost there, getting three eliminations. Demon King three, one Kuz six, and then Prison one. Seems like one Kuz was really putting up a fight there, getting a damage of 807 for his team. Beautiful fight there from you, one Kuz. That was really good. Masna Gina really fought for that winner chicken dinner. Lost, was almost losing that win, and he actually got it. So GG's to you, lost for that win. You guys do deserve it. You have played a patient game, and finally it has paid out. Looking at the rank, the points that Masna Union got from that game, they got at least 23 points, and that is a good jump there. They will get a good position actually from the overall results. And then we have Blacklist coming there with 14, LTD with 13, and then fourth Secret Gene with 9, and then Ronald's following from there with very little points gotten from this game 4. But remember, you have one more game to catch up, and that is game 5. Anything could happen, and you could be catching up like MU. They did catch up at least 23 points from the previous points they had. I was 50, so around 73 now for their team. So that's a good jump from you, MU. Looking at the MVP coming from Mercenary Union, that is one Kuz, getting 6 eliminations and dealing a damage of 807. You can see how he got that. He had a lot of fighting to do. MU in this game played a slow game, and their fight did actually pay out. They won some fights, and from the ones that they won, they've been able to get at least a good amount of points for their team, and that is something we have to commend them for that. So GG's to you, one Cruz, for getting the MVP with 6 kills and a damage of 807 for your team. So GG's. Looking at the head-to-head right now, we have Mercenary Union and Blacklist. MU getting 13 eliminations, and and Blacklist not that far with 9, so that margin is really good. Even for the damage, they have not left each other in a good margin. It's around 200, 300 points. And for the knockouts, we have MU with 11, and then Blacklist with 6. So GG's to you guys there from MU and Blacklist. Let's go. That was actually a fight we were expecting, and the margin is actually closing between MU and every other team. Most eliminations from MU, we have one Kuz. Highest damage from MU, 807, that is one Kuz. Grenadier with 2 eliminations again, we have one Kuz. And longest elimination is also from MU, that is Demon King from TYC. Top Traveler with 2,965 meters traveled. It is TYC Butcher. So good stuff there from MU getting those points for their team and positions. So we have already done 4 maps: Blacklist, Gene, TC, and MU, winning at least from those 4 maps. And now we have just one more map to go, and that is Miramar. I can say it's going to be an interesting last game, seeing that people are now closing the gap. For MU, that gap has been closed. Not that much, but they have definitely closed that gap between the team that was in front of them and the teams that are in position 3, 2, and 1. They have a good margin closed, and we are waiting to see what will be their overall ranking after the fourth game tonight. And like I predicted, look at Mercenary Union coming there in position 4, 73 points. Then at least a same game to game 4, and they'll be somewhere battling between position 1, 2, and 3. Blacklist leading there, tying with Dark Knight Stalkers having 105 points. That is going to be one intense fight between those two teams. And then you have Secret Gene coming in third with 102 points, with MU coming in fourth. And for Focus Esports, they also can catch up if they just get another good game like MU and get at least 20 plus points. Then they might be getting at least to catch up with every other team. But as of that previous game we have seen, people are trying to catch up. So we are going to game 5. That is Miramar. And I'll be seeing you guys then. BRB. We are finally at the end of the night. That is the last game of the night, game 5 out of 5, and it is Miramar. Um, we are going to be seeing a lot of action. You have seen how people are really, really putting up the fights here and there. They want to get their wins, they want to catch up. Mercenary Union has basically proved us wrong for getting that win, and we are here for that. And we need to see people catching up more in the next games, that the last game, that is Miramar. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, just looking at the flight path coming from the northern side all the way to prison, we have teams that have already exited the plane. We're going to expect some sort of early fights. Being Miramar, we have seen the same trend over and over again from these teams, and we're expecting the same thing to happen even in the last game of the second day of the finale. Remember, tomorrow is the grand finals for the Kenya Somali leagues with $500 on the line. We'll have some teams actually catching up and misplacing the teams that are in position one, two, and three. And a lot can happen, to be honest, between 6 games, one for one now, that is Miramar, and then 5 more tomorrow. A lot can change, and we can have a team taking the winner chicken dinners for tomorrow's games. Looking at Rexford here, luckily for them, I cannot see a fight transpiring sooner because they have been losing players so early in the game that, to be honest, we've not had a chance to enjoy Rexford apart from game one in Erangel, where they survived till the end, but unfortunately did not get the winner with the chicken dinner. We have Team Execute here getting pushed, and the first team to be eliminated already, that is Ocean Stars. They have been taken back to lobby. Here we have, this is in Picado, we have Team Execute, Attack on Titans, Team Sicarios in the same place. Of course, we're going to see some people here losing some teammates. If not all, if not a team is going to be eliminated, we're going to have at least a couple of them being taken back to lobby. Blacklist are taking on the players there from TC. That is the chosen. Probably we'll see something there. Sooner or later, we'll have a fight between these teams and every other team that is close to each other. In Miramar, we have noticed that they do land together, and that is something that we have seen over and over again in the Kenya Somali League games. So let's get to it. LTD player here, Putin. They have a team right next to them that is VIP wanted. We'll have also a fight here. Either LTD will be taking the players from VIP back to lobby, or it will be the other way around with VIP are taking the players from LTD back to lobby. Just already, if you're here, make sure to do this the necessary. And as usual, we need to do some simple shout outs before the game becomes intense, but we have to pause that for now. Let's just see what Rex Squad is up to. They are getting into a fight against the players from Jinx. They have already gotten at least one knock, and we have Wreck everyone coming in for that push. One of the players from Jinx is down. Three of them joined. The revive is taking place, and Nate is getting cooked by one of the Jinx players. We have Luxie here with the flank. We'll have Wreck players getting outsmarted here. Wreck everyone almost getting knocked to that nade. They have spotted Luxie, unfortunate for him, but that flank will have definitely paid out at the end of the day. But focus getting the knocks there on blacklist. That means there's a fight happening somewhere else in Miramar. But let's just look at Rec Squad and see what they're up to. And probably we'll have wreck everyone Apple trying to put up some intense play, but it did not work out. Jinx players are retreating. You can see Loxy has to change his location. Mr. M, nice nade there on Zeno, doesn't get a knock, but you can see Jinx Velvex. Is it Velx? Velx. Oh, okay. I said Velvex. Ah, Jinx player Bell, SARS gotten some damage there. We have Focus Esports going for that push and Blacklist. Blacklist is taking back lobby right now. That might ruin their speed there for getting a good amount of points ahead of everyone else. Fast knock there. Mikey gets a knock on the one of the Blacklist players. He's alone. The players are not close to him. He is down. Mikey gets knocked. You can see Era is also getting closer. King is also getting closer. One player from Blacklist down. Three of them remaining. DC is low. They need to cook up some Kobe's. Shoot, trying to get some cover. Let's get it. A nice nade. Oh, focus, Mikey, taken back to lobby. They did not want them to get that revive at all. Blacklist waiting for someone to make a mistake. Nice knock there. We have one of the players from Focus that is King getting a push, getting a good knock. Tries to get a fast happening there. Blacklist players are really low. Focus players. Focus should get this push happening. Look at the Blacklist players. HP. Shoe is low. Nice nade flying in there from Blacklist. We have a Kobe getting one of the players from Focus. And just like that, Focus Esports have been taken back to lobby. That fight was so close. Focus Esports actually had the upper hand. I just don't understand what happened there, but they were definitely going to get a win there. If they had just maybe gotten some grenades, then that would have helped them in the fight against the players from Blacklist. But GG's to you guys. Let me just give out the shout out real quick. We have to give it to Galaxy. Ocean Galaxies and A8 Warriors, not A8 Warriors, A8 Bravo, sorry for confusing because of his clan, but A8 Bravo from Kenya, and we have Galaxies from Somalia. They are the ones who have sponsored this beautiful tournament that is the Kenya Somali Leagues. They are the reason we have the production and also the reason we have the prize pool of $500. So thank you so much to the two sponsors. We really appreciate it, and we hope they are not disappointed with how things turned out. Because personally, as a caster here, I am loving how things have turned out. So thank you so much. We also have to give it to GPE for this beautiful production. We thank them so much for giving this chance and opportunity to experience their once in a lifetime production experience. And we have definitely enjoyed it, and we are hoping to have more production from them sooner or later. I hope he had me there. But we have Team Sicarios, Attack on Titans, Team Execute closer to each other. A fight might transpire there sooner or later. But we have our fast knock there, beautiful knock on one of the players from Team Sicarios. That is Mali Boy, Attack on Titan player. No face, cooks up her nade. Oh, he changes his mind, but that probably would have been a beautiful Kobe coming from that player. But let's see how this definitely plays out. TS getting closer. Let's see how this will work out. Oh, my here is down. Attack on Titans. The players are really putting the pressure here on the players from TS. Let's see. No face gets body. Knock and a fast immediately. We have a lot happening here. A lot is transpiring. No face is low. He needs to heal up. He needs to take up that fight well. So let's wait and see. Let's go. AOT. He has the players are low on damage. XYZ is the only one who's full on HP, and he's getting to see whether he can get a push on the team. Sicarios players, beautiful spray from Demon King, gets at least one knock there on VIP, and now he's retreating. Probably the zone is chasing him away from this fight. Probably the best thing to happen as of now. But let's go. Must Nigerian player lost changing his location, going closer to his teammates. The players from VIP were close to them, but they have not engaged in this fight at all. They seem to have decided to retreat, and it is totally allowed for them to do that. The zone is shifting. We are going towards stage 3 sooner or later in the next minute or so, and that means the damage will start increasing. Players will start losing points. Fights will start getting intense, and that is what I want to see. Team Unlimited are taking their sweet time here, are not exposing themselves at all. Ah, anyway, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out for every single team when it comes to the last game of tonight for the finals. That is day 2 of the finals. Let's go. Sin Masnar Union gets knocked out by by VIP team. Let's wait. Honestly, for Miramar, as much as I try to say it's a big map, I am starting to love it. From tomorrow, you'll see me live on TikTok playing Miramar. I have said it, and I'll be wiping people out. Sniper here, meds there, Scope 8, I'll be doing the most, guys. Masna Union seems to be losing players to Team VIP. I don't know how that is happening, but Team Unlimited was the team that was having the upper hand, but now it seems like it is not happening that way. They're losing some of their fights to the VIP team. Let's watch and see. Demon King retreating. One cruise gets thirsted there. Two players remaining for Mercenary Union. They need to catch up. We have just praised them there in the previous game. They caught up. They went all the way to position 4, 30 points away from joining the teams in the slot. In position 1, 2, and 3, they just have to take their time and wait to engage in the fight at the final zone. So let's see, maybe that's going to be their plan. Although they have lost a couple of players, Team Sicarios Attack on Titans engaging in a fight. Let's see how this is going to work out for them. VIP moving towards the zone. The zone is actually shifting in good pace. Some of the teams might lose some players to the zone, yes, depending on how far you are. You can see a team here really far away from the zone. I don't know why that is the case, but being that far from the zone is honestly not advisable in a competitive scene. Let's see. Nice nades flying in. Seems like Picardo is again on fire. Attack on Titans and Team Sicarios back to back at it. You can see how they're trying to heal up. No Face did get a couple of kills on the players from Team Sicarios. Took a couple of them, leaving just one guy standing. That is Punisher. Team Hate taken back to lobby. Oh, people are losing their zone is becoming painful. It's forcing people to move now, to choose their fights, to see whether they want to engage in this fight or not. And I'd advise them to just go ahead and go towards the zone. Well, let's wait and see. Team Sicarios might be having a strategy here. Punisher, Attack on Titans, and not letting this man leave. But also for them, this might be a risky move. They might lose some points if they continue playing here outside the zone. They might be taken back to lobby by the zone, or maybe lose players and end up fighting as a solo in the last zone. Might not be a good thing for their team, to be honest. But let's see. Zone closes in. The team that was far away from the zone, surprisingly, has made it to the zone. I don't know how, but they did actually make it to the zone. As you can see, Punisher there trying to cook up some nades, some Kobe's, my guys. Oh, no face. A Kobe on the face gets a Team Sicarios player Punisher all the way to lobby. So GG's on that. What? That was a nade. That's what we call a Kobe. GG's to you, no face. And now for no face, they need to make it to the zone before anything changes or they are forced to engage in a fight that they had not planned on engaging in outside the zone. Let's give them time. Zone is about to shift. Now teams are going towards each other. They're getting closer. The space for fighting is becoming smaller. The damage from the zone is increasing. We have a team in Pecado. I don't know how they're still there. That is Attack on Titans. They should move. They should stop playing from there as of now because of how damaging the zone is about to be. We'll just let them be for now, probably because they were from fighting and they need to find a way of surviving at the end of the day, or rather at the end of this match. That is match 5 out of 5 Miramar. LTD making it to the zone. They have a VIP team still next to them. Nice spray there on Neymar. Doesn't get enough, but does get some little bit of damage in the baggy. Probably would have helped if the baggy's tire, the back tire was damaged. LTD losing a player again. Mukali gets knocked there and tasted immediately by Rectessa. Rex Squad is around. Huh. Okay, guys. GG's Rex Squad is still in the building. That's a good sign. That means they did not land where they had a team with them and they did not end up losing a fight as early as the first zone. So we have to give it to them. GG's to you, Rex Squad, for actually making it this far. It's a good show for your team. It definitely is. Let's see here. VIP holding the building. Nothing is about to happen here yet. Team Executor also safe. They have nothing happening on their end. They're not exposed to any team, but they're waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake towards or rather close to them. And we'll have a fight happening there sooner or later. Deadly Clan taking on the players from TC. That is the Chosen. You can see the fight happening. Oh, Deadly Clan wiped out the Chosen. GG's to you, Deadly. There's the team getting closer to them. That is the players from Team Execute. We have left a team getting closer to them. And we have here the players from Guns Elite trying to make it to the zone, probably to secure a building before they engage in a fight. But then again, Deadly is right next to them. They have just finished their fight there from the Chosen. Cones is getting closer. Might have seen someone there. He's scoping in on that place, trying to see if it's safe so that his teammates can go there. I believe Cones might be scouting the place. Pole nimepita scones, my dear friends, scones. Pole man. Mkali alisema mbwa mimi, lakini pumbavu zake ashaenda lobby. Sorry Mkali. Sorry Mkali. When you hear that part, forgive me. I have no ill intentions, okay? I But we have players getting closer, Deadly having DNS joining them, and on the right side they have GST also just looking at them, waiting to see how they can join this party. Beautiful need from Tony. Look at the damage there that he got on the Deadly team as they were getting the revive. For Deadly, they should definitely think about changing their location, trying to get some damage here on Klaus. Voke has decided to retreat, but then he has to be careful about GST. He has a knock there on Voke, that is Tony. Needs a flying in. Namich? Namich? Huh? The person just called himself Namich and Mitch. Oh, okay. With Mitch. Okay, Deadly Miss gets knocked there. We have a push there from the Mitch, and the guys from Deadly Esports have been wiped out by DNS. GST were wise enough not to engage in that fight. Probably the best call. Otherwise, they would have been trying to survive here as well. But we have Team Execute still holding the same compound. A team right next to them might be third party in this fight sooner or later. So let's just see how this is going to transpire between the two teams that are close to each other. Team Execute player Frozen doing a flank here, changing his location, taking his sweet time, just to scout out, just to tell his teammates where everyone else is. Blacklist player Shu has been spotted. Beautiful spray from Frozen. Let's go. The M416 with the 4-scope does not disappoint, and we have to take that. So GG's to you there, Frozen, for that spray. Unfortunately, he did not get a knock, but now he's aware that there's a team there, and behind where we have GST, they have Secret Gene right next to them. They have to be careful on that. GST Fox also has to be keen not to expose his team or himself to the players from Secret Gene. Now we are going to wait. Zone is about to move now in the next few seconds. We're going to have the zone moving, and people will be forced to now fight. For those teams that are avoiding the fights, they will have no choice but to engage in the fight. Red squad still around, still surviving. Four eliminations in the bag, and that's a good sign coming from them that they are trying their best not to lose this game early. Looking at the teams that are already in the top 3 position, they're still around. At least one of them has lost one player. But for the rest, they're a full team, and they're playing a slow game. Mercenary Union players just passing by where we have Red Squad. Rick Hemo gets spotted there by Mercenary Union players. He gets some good damage. Beautiful spray from New Hemo, and Mercenary Union does not stop. Instead, they decide to continue going towards a safe place that I believe they had initially planned to go to. Let's go. But Mercenary Union needs to play a slow game for now. If they want to catch up with the top teams, they need to be playing a slow game. DNS getting the players from EXE. Nades of flying in. Look at DNS wiping EXE with just nades. Oh wow, one guy remains from Team Execute. Has a lot to do here. You have the DNS team trying to cook up nades. One of the players from DNS is down, but DNS is not stopping their same spree of the nades. They're pushing the nades towards EXE. Ray and his teammates have been wiped out by the players from DNS. Blacklist, third party in the fight and taking them back to lobby. GG's to you, Team Execute. Mercenary Union, looking at the fight that is happening right in front of them. They have the DNS team right above them. They have taken out Team Execute. Blacklist is also around. GST is also around. DNS Tony, Grenadier cooks up a nade. Tony. How many times did I say the name Tony? Because this guy has been getting Kobe's back to back for his team. Blacklist player Gizzy right in front of Tony there. He's trying to get a wipe for his team. Tony is going at it. He's not letting anything slide. Gizzy getting spotted there by the players from DNS, going for that push with the vehicles. Gizzy has that to engage in a fight against the players here from DNS. The three players and him being solo. Blacklist player Gizzy receiving some damage from Klaus. Look at Klaus getting the damage, and that is it for you guys. Blacklist have been taken back to lobby for game 5. That is it for them. GG's. Let's go, DNS. Dark Knight Stalkers, 10 eliminations in good position now. 8 teams are now remaining. They are having a good night tonight. They have gotten the wins, they have gotten the chicken, and they're not letting it slide. Secret Gene getting DNS and LTD coming towards them. DNS players are receiving some damage. Klaus is down. Nice nade there from Mercenary Union. Not nade really, but an explosion from the vehicle, getting a knock on the players from DNS. Mercenary Union enjoying the third party fight. Look at Jinx getting the nades. GG's, let's go. DNS have been wiped out, and we have the Mercenary Union players getting the elimination points counted. And DNS GG's to you guys. Attack on Titans also engaging in a fight, but Mercenary Union trying to survive as much as they can. They have a lot of catching up to do. 4 defeats in the bag. They just need a position point that is going to work out for their team. But then again, they have a team right next to them that is Secret Jin, trying to get closer to the Mercenary Union team. There's also a team right in front of them, and for how things are looking, if Mercenary Union survives, they might just get closer to the players from Secret Gene in terms of points. But let's wait and see. GST getting closer. We might have third parties joining the players here from Mercenary Union. Oh, it's going to be a hectic fight here. Secret Gene trying to engage in fights literally everywhere around the game. They want to survive in every way possible, but will it work out for them? Players in front of them, VIP holding the shark. Oh, they're exposed. Everyone is trying to get a taste of them. And Team Unlimited have been taken back to lobby as they engage in a fight against the VIP team. GG's to both teams. They have been whipped out together. Now we have just 5 teams remaining. Rex Squad still in the building, playing it safe. They are not exposed themselves. Mercenary Union holding the same compound. Rex Squad losing to the zone. Tessa has been knocked. Hemo looking for a means of transfer to make it to the zone. Attack on Titans taken back to lobby. 4 teams remaining. Secret Gene, TYC, Mercenary Union, and Rex Squad. You can see the players from Breck being taken by the zone. Mercenary Union right now has to find a way of making it to the zone. Hemo goes towards, oh my god, he goes towards Jakku. He's knocked and thirsted. His team and everyone still surviving. We're trying to see how he's going to make it. Secret Gene holding the shark, the same shark. They third party the fight, but they have their knock there on Mercenary Union players right in front of them, and we have GST. Not GST, but I believe that's GST. Oh, not even TYC. But GST have been taken back to lobby. Zeus with the push down the Mercenary Union players confidently doing the push as a solo wreck, a squad player. Everyone is waiting patiently to see if he can maybe enjoy third party in this fight, but they're trying to get some nades there on everyone. Everyone is not safe. Nades are flying literally everywhere. They want to get this kill here, but then Mercenary Union has to be 2v4 versus the players from Secret Gene. Hopefully this goes as they are planning, because they have smoked out the whole place. They do not want to expose their location, but they have a player right next to them that is a player from Secret Gene. Kazuz might be ruining their plan for tonight's last game, that is Miramar. Nades are still flying in, going closer to the Mercenary Union team. Kazuz are still cooking up the nades. Let's see if they'll work out. They're going closer. Prison is low. Oh no, the zone might be the thing that takes out the Mercenary Union team. You can see here Demon King did get the healing up taking place, but unfortunately the zone is not their friend here. They are losing. Kazuz has been knocked. Demon King is going out to another fight, and the players from the Mercenary Union taken by the zone. Wreck everyone taken by the zone, and we have Secret Gene taking the winner chicken dinner. GG's to you guys. Secret Gene, that is their second win of the night. Not the second win. Oh, not the second win. That was yesterday. But let's talk about the last fight there. We had wreck everyone holding the drop peacefully, no one spotting him. And the guy actually got a couple of knocks there on Secret Gene, but unfortunately he was outnumbered. The zone was here, the damage was intense from the zone, and the guy just lost that for his team. And then he had the Mercenary Union team, the duo there. They did put up a fight, to be honest. They have survived. They lost their players early in the game, but it has now caught up to them. They got all the way to position 2. They engaged in that fight, tried to survive against the Secret Gene and Wreck. So GG's to you, Secret Gene, for that win. We have to give it to, that to you guys. We have there the players having 3 kills, Kazuz, Karab with 3 kills, Jakku with 3 kills, and then Ricardo with 0 damage. Almost equal here. We have Kazuz with 576, Karab with 308. Ricardo 98, and then we have for the other one with 401 damage from his eliminations. Secret Gene with that win. Oh, hey, what just happened there? DNS got position 3. How is that possible? Um, I'm guessing points wise, eliminations. Yes, that is what actually happened there. And for Rexport, finally, they did catch up and they have 13 points. That is a good gap closed there by Rexport, seeing how far off they were in terms of points. And then you have Mercenary Union getting 9. So, unfortunately, the plan that maybe they had to catch up with the top 3 might not be happening tonight. But remember, tomorrow we have the grand finale for the Kenya Somali League games, and every team might just be having a chance to catch up. You can move from the position you're in to another one. Anything can happen. Looking at the match MVP there, of course, I was expecting DNS Tony to be the MVP with 6 kills, seeing how he managed the fights there with the Kobe's that he got. Beautiful nades, getting 2 players from Blacklist, getting a damage of 988 in total. That was totally expected from the players there, from DNS Tony. Excuse me. Secret Gene having 9 eliminations there, and Rexford 7. We have damage dealt almost equal. Seems like Rexford did put up a fight. We've seen them getting a couple of knocks here and there, but they did not survive that fight, quite unfortunately. And then we have knockouts. Secret Gene having 5 and Rexford having 7. That explains why the damage did match up between the two teams. The player with the most eliminations there, we have DNS Tony with 6 highest damage, 988. Tony, Grenadier, Klaus. Oh, okay, Klaus. But I saw Tony doing the same thing, getting at least 2 knocks to the grenade. But we have eliminations from Klaus too. And that is it for even the traveler. Oh, wreck everyone. Okay. Well, that is it for tonight. We have seen across Erangel, Miramar, and Hawk, and the 2 last Erangels and Miramar, with Secret Gene getting 2 wins, Blacklist getting an Erangel, the Chosen getting Sunhawk, and Mercenary Union getting one of the Erangels. That was a really good thing to see. Uh, Honestly, we have to give it to Secret Gin there. They have really fought for their wins. They have gone for the winner chicken dinners. 2 of them in the second day of the finals. Tomorrow being the grand final. It's going to be an interesting night. Of course, some people have seen some hope here on how they can catch up on the games, on how they can get a lot of things happening, and probably yes, it will work out. But I'm not sure if they'll get to catch up because people like uh, DNS got to 100. People are basically already in 100 plus points, and catching up might take some time, but hopefully we have people catching up, and maybe slots 1, 2, and 3 might be different. But let's just have a quick overview of the overall rankings after yesterday's and tonight's games. Secret Gene finally leading there after getting 2 winner chicken dinners with 121 points. DNS not that far, 116. Blacklist also close to DNS with 111. They had tied earlier, and they're still leaving each other with just 5 points. Mercenary Union still has some room to catch up with 82 points. AOT also coming up 63, and every other team getting closer with 53, 50s, and 40 points. And at least we can see for the teams that are on the other side of the page, they're not that far off. At least we don't have teams with 0 points or 1 point. They at least made it to the 15 points, and the 18s and the 20s, almost catching up to every other team that is right in front of them. And we have to say tomorrow will just be the beginning of an intense fight in the Kenya Somali League Games. Well, to be honest, I have really enjoyed tonight's games from the word go. I have had a good time, and it has been a pleasure hosting you guys. Finally, the face cam is on after a lot of convincing from the production team, but I'm happy that I did it, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.